Wildfires. Call 800-248-3888 today for a no-cost, no-obligation consultation. As the oldest, largest, and most respected public adjusting firm, Adjusters International stands ready to provide you with a path to financial and emotional recovery. Call today at 800-248-3888. That's 800-248-3888. 800-248-3888.
Fairway Auto Service invites you to experience honest auto repair and service. Trusted technicians that'll provide you with exceptional customer satisfaction. They offer the best auto service repair and quality for your car. For more info, go to fairwayautoservice.com.
This report is sponsored by the new Our American Stories podcast.
High temperatures will stay in the low 40s today. We'll see scattered snow showers with totals up to an inch. This is Fox 31's Pinpoint Weather Meteorologist, Jessica LaBelle.
Check out the new Our American Stories podcast, the show where the American people are the star, telling inspiring stories of history, sports, business, faith, and love, and your stories too. Subscribe on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver. An iHeart radio station. Available everywhere on our free iHeartRadio app. #1 for music, radio, and podcasts. All in one.
ABC News, I'm Rena Roy. President Biden announced Thursday he is deploying medical teams to Ohio and 5 other states to help battle the pandemic. Experts say there could be signs the Omicron surge is peaking or close to a peak. But right now, Dr. Adam Mezoff with Dayton Children's Hospital says,
we are seeing huge volumes of kids who are sick, hopefully sick and recovering, but sick nonetheless.
The surge could be one explanation for a drop in retail sales. They fell 1.9% in December, and at the same time, industrial production fell by 0.1 percentage point. The leader of the Oath Keepers militia group is due in court today on a charge of seditious conspiracy related to last January's Capitol riot. A lawyer for Stewart Rhodes says the government's case is based on lies. Tennis star Novak Djokovic is facing deportation from Australia after the immigration minister canceled his visa. This is ABC News. With Israel's former prime minister reportedly in talks over a plea deal to end his corruption trial, there are questions about what that could mean for the current prime minister.
The bombshell revelation that Benjamin Netanyahu is close to signing a plea bargain so early in his corruption trial may spell trouble for the new government of Prime Minister Naftali Bennett. In power for less than a year, the ruling coalition is made up of parties spanning the political spectrum. The right-wing parties could pull out and force new elections if Netanyahu's plea deal bans him from politics for several years. His old party, Likud, which is still the largest,
good morning,
would elect a new leader and be back in the election game. Jordana Miller, ABC News, Jerusalem.
2 and 2. I see Jack and Juan. I got 2 lurking in there. Ooh, I got 4 lurking now.
Make it with 35% vegetable oil and vinegar, lemon juice, or lime juice. Now they can use any ingredients they want as long as they're safe. Rena Roy, ABC News.
Exergen would like you to know about an important study just released by the FDA. It confirms what the medical community has known all along. Non-contact thermometers are not accurate. The study also reports that they fail to meet FDA requirements for accuracy and labeling. We can't afford to tolerate the false temperature readings from non-contact thermometers. Accurate temperature measurements are essential. You need Exergen because they are accurate, backed by over 100 clinical studies. Be sure.
The world's gone crazy, Jack. You know that.
I need to be able to work from anywhere, so I need to have supplies. Well, everywhere. It's possible at Staples. I need the same set of...
The part that ain't crazy is completely off the rails.
Also possible, because your local Staples store has the tools your business needs to get everywhere. Now get 40% back in a Staples store bonus when you buy any 2 Anchor toner cartridges. Explore what's new at Staples, the working and learning store. Ends 1/15, limit to in-store only. See staplesconnect.com/store bonus for details.
Don't you know modern lingo, bro?
How news time, 10:03.
I thought you were looking at a comment, not understanding what I meant.
No. No, at what time of where?
I'll get you.
And not knowing what it meant?
Yeah.
Oh, I know what it meant.
Did you get what I had there?
Wait. Oh, that was you that typed that in there?
Well, who else would with that? Who else would, bro? Who else would?
It could have been Mark. I thought it was Major. That's what I was just typing in there, that was Major.
Give me a break.
That was the first time I seen you type in there, dude.
I did once before. You remember?
Okay. I have to pay attention. I'll have to make you guys log in as yourself so I can know who's talking. So our audience won't be confused thinking that one of the three of us could be saying anything.
Now, impact traffic. This report is sponsored by Indeed.com.
I-25 is delay-free, looking good between I-70 and C-4.
Come on, man.
I-70 overall is a good drive between Arvada and Aurora. You do have some construction just east of I-25, and it's affecting especially the westbound lane and work your way towards York. So watch for some brake lights and possible slower traffic as you work your way through that area. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, a 50% chance for some scattered snow showers today. Tonight's low is going to be chilly, 31, and then for the weekend, mostly sunny and dry with temperatures in the 40s. Currently it's 43. With your impact, traffic and weather, I'm Chris McLaughlin, 630 KHOW.
If New Year calls for more hiring, check out Indeed, the all-in-one hiring platform that makes it easy to attract, screen, and interview candidates all in one place. Sponsor your first job post today after visiting Indeed.com/credit.
There's health goals, then there's Greenberry's bowl goals. I eat a bowl of Greenberry bran flakes every morning because my bowl goal is to cut down on sugar. I eat a bowl of Greenberry cinnamon frosted shredded wheat every morning because my bowl goal is to pack as much flavor in my breakfast as possible.
I eat a bowl of Greenberry honey nut toasted oats every morning because my bowl goal is to start each day with tonnage.
Greenberry cereal with amazing onyx sorghum is a delicious way to keep your family's health goals on track. With more antioxidants than any fruit, vegetable, or cereal.
I'm Peter Harris for Grainberry cereals. Grainberry with amazing onyx sorghum starts with lower sugar than other cereals. Then we use only whole grains to help slow sugar absorption, making it great for managing diabetes and prediabetes. Whatever your health goals are, find it in a bowl of Grainberry cereal. Pick up a box today.
Grainberry, healthy cereal for your family.
When he's not talking about it, he's tweeting about it.
See Twitter? Follow the Troubleshooter at Real Tomatino.
And stay connected with
Jack saying him and Dave want to get back in here, man. I don't know if you're looking.
Find us right now at
Hamlin.
630 KHOW.
Hammy?
Denver's Talk Station has your chance to win $1,000.
Okay.
Enter this nationwide keyword on our website.
Fun.
I like them.
That's fun.
Enter it now
At KHOW.com.
Both
Keep
of them,
listening
actually.
to win
Pretty
with a
good guys.
$12K a day giveaway. This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show this hour, brought to you by RealCBDThatWorks.com. If you have pain, anxiety, believe it or not, inflammation or issues, Real CBD has been known to work, especially Panacea Life. That's RealCBDThatWorks.com. Put Tom in the promo code and get 30% off. You know it's the only CBD product I endorse right now, RealCBDThatWorks.com. All right, welcome to the show, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. I also want to mention I am monitoring YouTube, and I am also monitoring our texting. I very seldom, remind you of that, but I'm sorry. I'll do more of a habit of that. I am monitoring the sick brains on YouTube, and also the people who want to text the show. You can text 57739. There's some things of note we should talk about that are really important consumer issues. One being King Soopers. My God, does King Soopers suck right now? Holy crap. A strike is good for no one. I don't know what employees try to do, but I guess they feel they have to, right? And then management, it's just suicide. Nothing's open. Nothing's on the shelves. Meat department's closed. It just sucks. It sucks. We'll get into that. And where do you go if you don't go to King Soopers? It's not like it's the only supermarket, but Safeway really sucks. Safeway sucks without a strike. King Super sucks when there is a strike. Okay, King Super's...
Walmart's decent.
I hear Walmart's decent as far as dry goods. I hear they're not.
They are
really. They're not really good.
like
I hear
dairy and dry goods, but they, I
hear
don't
their
think
meat
their
department.
dairy or
I
their
hear their
deli
meat department
compares.
isn't great, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll talk about that. Meanwhile, Tony held a long time, and it really we should talk about this because it's car day. He wants to talk about selling a car. Tony.
Yeah, Tom.
Hi, man. What's going on?
Hi. Hey, I've got this car. It's a 96 Chrysler Sebring convertible. It's my mom's car.
200,000 miles.
Yeah, it went out at 188, so it's somewhere below 200. The odometer went out at 188.
Yeah, you
And,
called
I
at
had
the
to
end
move
of the
her from
show. You called at the end of the show, and I said we should get you on car day and see if anybody wants it, make a private sale.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
You don't want a lot of money for it. Now, a 96 Chrysler Sebring, so anything special about it or just run-of-the-mill?
Just run-of-the-mill. It's been sitting up in Gunnison in that UV light, so all the clear coat is just trashed from on all the flat surfaces on the top. It runs, it drives. It for someone who was pretty handy with cars, they could probably make it into a pretty nice little car for their kid or something.
Yeah, but 200,000 miles, there's not a lot of life left to it.
Yeah, probably not. That's why I was only asking like $500.
But do you know if it runs well?
Yeah. Yeah, the engine sounds amazingly good for that many miles. My concern is being on the Front Range now.
They say it's worth. I googled it, and they say it's worth top end 2,100, low miles, good condition. The low end $100.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of where I came up with 500.
If it runs, I think it's worth 500 for sure right now in this market. They can work on it, fix it. It's a cute little body style, front wheel drive, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what kind of an engine it has?
Yeah, it's got a V6 in it.
It's a V. It's not the slant. It's the V, right?
Correct.
Not a bad little engine. It's a 2-liter, is it? A 2.4, something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know if it calls for timing belt at all?
I think that was done. My mother, being her age, hadn't driven the car very many miles over the past probably 10 years. But at some point in time, I do know the timing belt was replaced. Maybe twice.
I don't know if it has a belt or a chain. I'm not really versed on. I can't remember it, but it says here it does have a belt. It needs to be replaced. And if she doesn't have records, they need to be replaced at 100,000. I'm hoping she has records of that. It's going to have to be replaced again. That's going to cost about $800.
Ooh.
But if it's not replaced, it's going to ruin the engine. You don't wait for it to break.
Right.
So, I'm not trying to give you bad news. I want people listening to call us if they want the car. Where are you located?
In Centennial.
Okay, so 1996 Sebring coming up on 200,000 miles. The odometer's broken. Needs a timing belt. It runs. Clear coat shot. Hey, how's the interior? Is it ripped up, torn, or anything? Dried out, flaky?
It's faded just from years of my mom driving around with the top down.
Cloth or leather? Wait. Top down. Don't you think you should have led with that, bro? A convertible?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Well, kick me in the ass.
Yeah.
You said convertible?
Yeah.
Talib, why didn't you tell me that? Why, Talib? Did you know that? Tell me if you heard that.
I did not hear that.
Okay.
You saw me just put on these headphones.
Ain't just me. Talib can't hear nothing.
Maybe I said that when I called in yesterday.
All right, cool. No, man. Does the top work?
Oh, yeah. Top's in good shape.
Okay. A 96 Plymouth Sebring convertible, 200,000 miles, needs a timing belt. It's convertible. It runs. Hey, man, he only wants $500. Actually, I think with the timing belt and all that, 500's fair. I do. I don't think it's a screaming deal. I think it's fair. Now, people think nowadays any car that runs is worth $500. But I'm wondering, if we could get this car checked out, hey, Suze, I'm wondering if Norris would give me, a special deal from our charity account to check that out so we can sell it and let people know what it is, or possibly acquire it to give to somebody. Didn't we have a guy the other day that called that needed a car really bad? He's disabled. I felt bad for him. Seriously now, maybe we could do something here.
Okay.
So get those balls rolling.
Okie doke.
All right. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Okay. Next time, Talib, keep me up on those important things like that convertible crap and all that. My God, that makes it worth it. Now, let's see what kind of, okay, that ruins the value, worthless now. Okay, what does he mean? The timing belt kind of ruins the value? Kind of, okay. Whole Foods sucks these days, one guy says, because I was talking about King Soopers. King Soopers will deliver to my house for $1. Are they still delivering with the labor shortage, do you know? Suze, let's find out if King Soopers is still delivering. You can let one of the deputies maybe find out? All right, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. That's my messages from YouTube. Let's go and see what we got for our, what's that, sir? Let's see. Do we have, okay, we got to reload this thing. Okay, Tom, you never replied to text. Okay, that's kind of weird because I'm replying to it. Tom, labor unions had a purpose 50 years ago. Strikes are a form of extortion. If a striker feels he or she is worth more money, then prove it, quit, and go get another job. Hey, listen, you think they still have a purpose here, do you? Do you? We got more. I have some very special thoughts about unions coming up, and I'll take all of your calls.
303-713-TALK, and Smarty Marty has follow-ups.
NeoU is the game-changing fitness app with real-time coaching, daily live workouts with friends, and thousands of on-demand classes like strength, boot camp, yoga, and more. And right now,
Give me Matt's number, please.
Too good to miss. Get a 50% lifetime discount and pay just $3.99 per month when you sign up by January 31st. That's a lifetime 50% discount on your NeoU subscription, plus a 60-day free trial to kickstart your 2022 fitness routine. Get started now at neoufitness.com. That's neoufitness.com.
You know, right now, public adjusters
have never been more important. I've known Matt at Paragon Services for years. What public adjusters do is they work for you, not the insurance company. They work for you. And what they do is they make sure you get a fair settlement. Other adjusters work for the insurance company. You need someone on your side. And they only charge a portion of the extra money they collect for you. It's wonderful. Paragon Services, Matt, give them a call. It's paragonservices.com, 719-726-0020, 719-726-0020. And he does the whole Front Range community and the mountain communities. Now let's talk about a retirement strategy. You notice I didn't say it's a whole plan. It's a strategy. One of the many great strategies I endorse, become the banker. It is really a simple concept. You overfund life insurance on purpose to get a cash-free account. That cash-free account can be borrowed from without paying taxes. You use it for college, for cars, for things. Then you purposely pay yourself back with more interest than you're charged. On purpose, you build up more money in that account, which grows tax-free. Do you get the picture? You're building up for an eventual retirement fund. BecomeTheBanker.org for more information.
The art of granite, and more. Right now, quartz is popular.
He is fabricating quartz daily. The material is wholesale to you. Even the tear out and haul away is free. And is free when you have the kitchen done. You can get prices on the phone. Just give them a call. Give them some measurements, send them a photo, and you get a price. Don't miss out on his special deals. TheArtOfGranite.com. 303-386-5919. That's 386-5919.
Individual rates, coverage offerings, and savings may vary, subject to terms and conditions, not available in all areas.
Small businesses are the backbone of America. Yet when it comes to workers' comp insurance, you rarely get the savings you deserve. That's because insurance companies tend to lump you in with other businesses, and you could get overcharged. At Pi Insurance, we're on a mission to change that. With Pi, you get a quote specific to your business, and you could save up to 30% with no hassle and no hidden fees. If you like savings, take 3 minutes to see how much you could save at trypi.com. Pi makes workers' comp insurance as easy as pie, with friendly representatives just a call away. No wonder customers rate our service excellent on Trustpilot. You work hard to build your business and keep your employees safe. You deserve more from your workers' comp provider. See how much you could save with Pi Insurance. Ask your agent for Pi or get a quote today at trypi.com. That's trypie.com.
That dinner was delicious. What's next?
I'm getting just a check.
Do you frequently have gas, bloating, diarrhea?
Here's the mistake people made voting for Biden. They thought they were getting Obama.
Is that what they thought?
Or EPI.
Because he was the vice president. They thought they were going to get another Obama.
Creon may be right for you. Creon, pancreatase, is an oral prescription medication that treats EPI. Creon replaces enzymes you may be missing to help you break down food properly.
Creon may increase your chance of causing colonopathy.
What's that?
So I don't think any of them are the same or even close.
Tell your doctor if you have unusual
They're all their own individual assholes.
Nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, worsening of painful swollen joints, or allergic reactions. Other side effects may include changes in blood sugars, gas, dizziness, or sore throat and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Talk to your doctor about Creon, the #1 prescribed EPI treatment, and visit gocreon.com. That's GOCREON.com. Or call 1-800-633-9111.
Serious porterhouse? Those folks lost their homes. They still got to pay their HOA
Leave
dues.
thousands of dollars on the table at a diner. Why leave thousands on the table with your tax return? Jackson Hewitt will help
You know
ensure
what?
you don't.
That
This
could be
year,
true.
there are thousands of dollars worth of new tax credits. Your Jackson Hewitt Tax Pro will help you track down every last one, so you get your biggest refund
You got to pay for the burn
Don't leave
amenities.
thousands on the table. Discover thousands of dollars in tax credits instead. Learn more at jacksonhewitt.com.
Your insurance company hired an adjuster. Shouldn't you, as the oldest, largest, and most respected public adjusting firm, Adjusters International stands
That's
ready to work
interesting.
with you as your partner.
Boulder Whole Foods offers double up bucks on fruits and vegetables for EBT customers.
And our time and resources are dedicated to
It's actually pretty
So
cool.
don't stress. Don't wait. Call today at 800-248-3888.
It's
That's
like half off on all the
800-248-3888.
That's what most of us go there for.
800-248-3888. This report is sponsored by Indeed.com.
High temperatures will stay in the low 40s today. We'll see scattered snow showers with totals up to an inch. This is Fox 31's pinpoint weather meteorologist, Jessica LaBelle.
Need new hires in the new year? You need Indeed to help find your next hire. When you sponsor a post, you get a list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Denver's talk station.
Online at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Let's talk to you, Marty. Smarty Marty, you got some follow-ups. Okay, let's start. You got the thing with Demetrius. Demetrius was the guy that out of jail, on parole or probation, was shot 5 times. His car was shot up. It's his mom's car. He wants to get his mom's car out of impound. They say he has to talk to him. It sounds like a mess, and it doesn't sound like his hands were completely clean in all of this. Even though I think he's a victim of sorts, it's kind of like weird.
Yeah, Tom, that's not the one I'm calling about right now. That's still a work in progress, and I'm still working on Demetrius, so I don't. It's premature to report about that one.
All right, go ahead.
But I'm calling about Angela and Court versus Brian Gray, A-Plus Appliance.
Okay, this was a while ago, right?
Yeah, about a week ago.
Yeah, and what was her beef with the appliance place?
She bought an oven for $200, some sort of used oven, and it was not working. So he promised to fix it, and she brings it back, and he never fixed it, and he still has the item in the store and never give it back to her either.
So she doesn't have anything.
That's correct.
It's kind of weird.
So We tried to reach him. I did my best to reach him. He didn't respond to any phone calls. His voicemail is full. He responded to one text message of just like what do you want, that kind of thing.
Now, and what is this? Okay, what does this have to do with? She had a 1-year warranty, right? And do you know why he's not responding?
Well, I don't know why. I think he's a scam because other people apparently made complaints. She did her due diligence after the fact. You know how people always check the reports after. Yeah, and so he got a lot of negative comments, of which I asked her. I said,
A+ appliance.
Yeah, A+ appliance.
What should we do about this? Since he's not
I'm
giving her.
I'm just reporting that there's nothing going on. That I told her to go visit him, which she did, and he wasn't there. But the neighbor next door, the neighboring business, told her the police have been looking for him. And if
What's
he
the guy?
pops
Do you know what the guy's name is?
Brian Gray.
Brian Gray. Okay.
I could leave a number, but he won't answer.
Okay, hold on. I think we leave a number so people can let him know what we think of him, scumbag.
It's 720.
Yep.
900. 7914.
I think people need to let him know. Leave a live review. Brian Gray, A+ appliance, basically steals money. 720-900-7914. 720-900-7914. A+ appliance. Okay. And is that in Denver?
Yeah, I believe it's Lakewood, I believe.
Okay. So what else is going on?
Well, we have Jay Palmer versus Max's Roof regarding some sort of tiling, special color tiling, and it's been 5 months. And Jay has reached out to the owner. The owner did respond to my email, and they're talking. That's all I can say.
Is he only complaining about the color?
Yeah, and the problem is the supply chain. That it's a weird color or unusual color, and the owner says this is a supply chain thing. Is there another color that we could give you?
So in other words, Jay already paid.
Yes.
I get it, but he didn't get anything, and the owner, is the supplier or the roofer, is saying the reason you didn't get anything is because of the supply chain and the color you want.
That's correct.
Do you believe him?
So Jay's going to call the show later to ask you some advice as to if it's worthwhile to go to court, because we're talking about $19,000 here.
Well, here's what I say. If he can't do the job, give the money back. I mean, why
that's
keep...
what we're attempting to do.
Yeah, okay.
That's what we've asked. We've asked to
I mean, here's why. Here's why, Marty. When they keep money, it's usually because they say this. Well, we've ordered the materials. We'll have to take a loss. But he's, by his own admission, hasn't ordered crap, right? I mean, he hasn't ordered crap because he can't get the color.
He can't get the color, so there has been no order.
Right. So he should give the money back. And if he can't give the money back, then he should have an accounting. Why can't he give the money back? What's the name of the roofing company?
Max's Roof, MAXXS.
Max Roof. Okay, we need to figure this one out. That guy, under the Contractors Trust Act, should have the money to give back, and he can't make the excuse, well, I had to order it. All right, what else?
That's correct. No, that's it for right now.
Thank you.
We'll get back to Demetrius when I get more information.
All right, I appreciate that, Smarty Pants. Thank you very, very much. Now, Peter's got a question on asbestos. Go ahead, Peter. Peter? Hello? Okay. Sue, see if he's still there. Tony, you called about a scam a few days ago. What's going on? Oh, no,
yes,
you got a call. What was the call you got?
Yeah. So it was a call saying that, they were trying to collect a debt through a judgment.
Yeah.
I brought up the so-called plaintiffs that they were saying, got them on the phone with them, and
I remember. You said you had paid it. They had no record of it.
Yeah, so I got more information with it. Apparently, there was a debt back in 2015, but it was paid in full. So I called I got a call from these people again today, saying that they're going to go ahead and send it off to judgment. I said, okay, well, I got a payoff letter coming if that's what you guys need. And come to find out that it's not the original Ace Cash Express that they were talking about. It's now a new company called Web Loans that, for whatever reason, works with a bunch of different lenders, and they can't specify what lender. They can't give me phone numbers. They can't give me anything.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you remember, why don't you just do a credit check on yourself? You get a free credit report and find out if you have a judgment that you don't know about.
Oh, I don't. And they're pursuing judgment right now, and I don't have the collections or anything like that. Tom, I just bought a house last week, and if any of that
then just forget about it. Tell them they're a bunch of creeps. Just forget it.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, and that's what I was going to say is, I mean, they're even calling with a new phone number now, so I don't know if we want to have hope this or not.
I just think it's a scam going around. They're just passing your name around to see who can get you to move on it. Really. That's what I think. Peter, you have a question on asbestos. Go ahead, sir.
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
My neighbor is doing a remodel. This building is a 40-unit building, has corridors down the middle. Okay, it's apartment building, but it's condos.
Right.
Okay, on the opposite end of the corridor, they're doing construction.
Yeah.
And there's dust everywhere. It's been there since before Christmas.
Okay.
Well, somebody came in yesterday and tested that dust. It's asbestos.
Wow. They got to do special mitigation. You need to call the health department.
Well, that's how we found out, is because we heard the machines at the end of the hall last night.
All right, so what are you going to do about it? Did you call the health department?
Well, I'm calling you to find out what to do.
Okay.
You're the man. Tell me what to do.
Where are you located?
About 2 miles from you, up Monaco, right up the street.
Okay. This would be the purview of Denver, I think.
This is Denver.
Right.
Yeah, this is Denver where I live right here.
Good. Because otherwise it gets hazy now with no county health, because no county health used to be tri-county, but they don't have any counties anymore. All the counties quit. They're really in a flux right now, the other counties. But in any case, Denver's good. You put a complaint into Denver County and you say that they are removing asbestos in a condo building with absolutely no protection, number one. Then you call the building department, building and zoning, and tell them the same thing. Trust me, they'll do something about it.
Okay. So because I'm under the impression
when you call the management company, everyone owns the condos. Is that right?
Right. Yes.
Okay. Yes. Well, when you call them, what do they say about it?
I mean, we just found out last night. I haven't been able to get a hold of them yet. There's been no disbursement of an email, but I did talk to a board member last night who was aware of it.
Well, what do they say they're going to do about it?
Well, this all transpired last night. We're just finding out.
Well, they better do something immediately. They have to immediately start mitigating and covering it up. So if you don't get any action by the end of the day, call us back, 303 Martino, leave a message. We're going to start making some real serious noise.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino. Now, Dan Kaplis today at 4, 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Walgreens.
Right now, the drive is looking good on I-25 with no reported delay. There was some debris off to the left shoulder northbound I-25 near the Thornton Parkway. Just a minor slowdown as you work your way through. That's been moved out of traffic now. I-70 looking good. No reported problems on 225 and C-470 in good shape, although it is breezy on the drive. So hang on tight. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, a 50% chance for scattered snow showers, seeing that in some areas already. Tonight's low 31, then for the weekend, mostly sunny and dry with temperatures in the 40s. It's 43. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Chris McLaughlin, 630 KPOW.
With low-cost Medicare prescription copays at Walgreens, you won't have a Medicare in the world. Plus, easy prescription delivery options for even less to Medicare about.
The Queen is taking
titles.
titles.
Medicare prescriptions with Walgreens and see how much you could save today.
So we talked about asbestos in that last phone call. American Restoration would be a company that can take care of that. American Restoration is a true restoration company, a mitigation company, a rebuilding company, and they all go under that title of restoration. But beware, there are a lot of bad companies that call themselves restoration. You can rest assured that you can trust American Restoration. Rock and his team have the EPA certifications and more to get rid of fire, flood, mold, crime, unattended death, consequences, meth labs, asbestos. They can do air testing. They can do rebuilding. They can do mediation. They can do removal. Any part of it, they deal with insurance. AmRest247.com, AmRest247.com, or 8337-AM-REST, 8337-AM-REST. Now, speaking of, damages and all of that, let's say you need to rebuild after a storm, a windstorm, and let's say you got some roof, you got some siding, windows, maybe an outbuilding, maybe a fence, maybe some deck work. You have all that different stuff. You don't have to call 10 different contractors. Genesis Total Exteriors can take care of it all on one invoice. Genesis for all of your storm damages, GenesisTotalExteriors.com, 303-679-8509. We've known him for years. You can trust him. GenesisTotalExteriors.com, 303-679-8509.
Do roller coaster stock markets make you nervous?
With such frequent ups and downs, don't let market volatility derail your retirement. Hi, I'm Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, Saturday on 630 KO. If you're concerned about the markets, call today to schedule a complimentary review of your portfolio. Call 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604. Or online, yourmoneyyourretirement.com.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it could be stress. The Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed effortlessly adjusts in response to both of them. So you wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. Don't miss our weekend special. Save up to $1,000 on Sleep Number 360 Smart Beds, plus free premium delivery when you add a base and Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Did you know that there's more to mortgage refinance than just a lower rate? Well, it's true. You can also shorten your term. You could drop mortgage insurance, or you could even access some of your home equity as cash. That's what you ought to be doing right now by calling American Financing, Colorado's home for home loans. Michael Brown here, and I want you to call American Financing because several personal friends of mine work at American Financing. I want you to tell them that I sent you, and you get a free, no-obligation mortgage review. I promise you they're not going to pressure you, and they certainly won't charge any upfront or hidden fees. If you like what you hear from my friends, they'll design a custom loan to fit your budget and your needs. And they might help you skip 2 payments if you want to do that. So why not call? Ask for anyone who's in Michael Brown, and they'll get you started in only 10 minutes. Give them a call. Ask for anyone who used to work with me, and you can pre-qualify for free when you call 303-695-7000, 303-695-7000, or visit online, AmericanFinancing.net.
NMLS 122334, regulated by the Division of Real Estate. So many people have told me about Orchard, and no wonder. It's the new way to sell. For example, Orchard makes you a cash offer for your home. And when your home sells for more, you keep the difference. No longer do you have to choose between an easy home sale or the best price for your home. Let me tell you about Rudy, a recent Orchard customer. Rudy's home sold on the market for $33,000 above his cash offer. Had he gone to a home buying company, he would have missed out on that extra money. But with Orchard, he got more cash at closing. Rudy's story isn't unique. 99 out of 100 Orchard customers sell on the market for more than their cash offer. Getting started is easy. You go online and enter your address at orchard.com. Takes just a couple minutes and lets you skip home listing hassles. If you're thinking about selling or just curious what Orchard would pay for your home, get a no-cost, no-obligation offer at orchard.com. Orchard.com.
How long will this bull market last? What will the next recession look like? Are you financially prepared? Visit my website now at kurtcambier.com for your free portfolio analysis. That's Kurt with a K, CAMBIER.com.
Securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research, Inc., a broker.
Per dealer, member of FINRA SIPC. Investment advisor representative, Cambridge Investment Research Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Centennial Capital Partners not affiliated. Denver's talk station, 630 KHAL.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. Hey, so the people in the Marshall Fire, the victims that lost their homes, still have to make HOA fees. I don't find that shocking. They still have to pay their mortgage as well. So, really, life goes on. What they're saying is you pay your mortgage because you still have a loan out. And you still pay an HOA fee because we're going to have bills, and we're an HOA, and there are other members too. Now, that's weird, isn't it? Because you're probably not getting many of the services from the HOA. But that is not something you want to screw up right now. So there's a lot to be sorted through on that Boulder disaster, and there will be a lot of rip-off companies moving to town. You bet there will be a lot of people. Now, one guy said last year during COVID, this is a text message. I applied at a King Soopers, got a job, but took work elsewhere. Anyway, they offered me $12.15 an hour. I asked if they could do better. HR came back 2 days later with $17.49 an hour. All I had to do was ask. I wonder how many people just took the first offer. I'd strike two for $12 an hour. All right. So anyway, another one says, labor unions had a purpose 50 years ago. So strikes are a form of extortion. You know, labor unions did have a function, and here's what's weird. They did their job so well that now they don't seem as important. But let's not forget, they paved the way, really. I mean, we'd like to believe that companies automatically treated people fairly. They didn't. And they don't. People would work their asses off and get nothing. Or no loyalty, nothing. They find somebody to do the job cheaper, you're out of there. Now,
or
they
even
have
abuse.
Done... What's that?
I said, or even abuse.
Yeah. And they have done some things wrong, I think, labor unions. But what have they done wrong? Some of the things they've done wrong, I think, are raises for the sake of raises. Or when, you know, I've always had this theory, all boats raise and lower together, and it's stupid. Like, prices go up, wages go up. Prices go up because wages go up. Wages go up because prices go up. And all boats raise. And all boats lower. I mean, I think it's all a sham. Now, I don't think it's fair for one sector of the economy to go up and the other sectors stay the same. Then people get, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, as we've heard. But in most cases, except for the extreme poor, the poor are not getting poorer. The poor in this country have never done better. Now, I'm not saying it's a walk in the park either. So what is the function of labor unions? Well, if we had a good enough government, we wouldn't need... Now, see, I don't like a lot of government interference, but when it comes to people's rights, I think the government should be involved. We get involved in way too many wrong things. Anyway, King Soopers right now, holy crap, it's terrible. It's really, really terrible. I don't know if you've been in since the strike. The shelves are empty. The meat department's closed in most stores, just closed. And they have limited supplies, and this is going to cost them millions and millions and millions of dollars. I don't know how long it's going to go on, but I don't think it can help anyone. 303-713-8255. Artist, you have a moving issue. What's going on?
Hi, Tom.
Hey.
My son Dave contacted American Plus Moving and Storage to move them from Knock Bowie, Colorado.
And who was it that you used?
American Plus Moving and Storage.
American Plus Moving. Okay, I don't know if I've heard of them. Go ahead.
That's the first one. Well, the day before they were to come to Dave's house and move his furniture, they called and said there is not enough room on the truck. They would have to get another truck at double the cost. And he told them that's not an option, that he had to be out of his house in a few days. So they kept his $1,597 deposit.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. They called the day before and said, you have to pay more. He said, I can't. And they said, well, we're going to keep your deposit.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I know. I've contacted them and they won't budge.
Wait, what do you mean they won't budge? How much did he put down?
$15.97.
Well, they can't do that.
I turned them into the Better Business Bureau. And
come on. He turned him into the Better. What do you think the Better Business Bureau is going to do? Nothing.
Yeah,
What's the name of the company? America Plus. Where are they located?
They're out of Florida, of course.
Of course. You know what oh my God. I wish you guys would have contacted us first. So who did this? Who is this person that contracted them? Your son, did you say?
My son, yeah.
Okay, listen. Where does your son, where is he moving from where to where?
Lockbury, Colorado to Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Where he's at right now.
Okay.
So he contacted another company, Brightline. They said they could move him in 2 days.
And
so
where are they located?
Florida.
Are you people just like you get slapped upside the head and then you go back and get slapped upside the head a second time? I mean, what didn't your son get a clue? Okay, what happened with the second mover?
Well, they loaded his truck. They took all his furniture and disappeared. So Dave and his wife got to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and he kept calling them to see when the truck was coming. They kept saying in a week. So, that's where it stood there. Eventually, they were given another name of a moving company.
Yeah, because it's not a real moving company. They just keep handing this stuff off, and each one of those has to extort more money out of you. So how much did he pay the other company up front after being screwed by the first company? Because I don't know if I can help people who do stupid things. I'm serious. I don't mean to be disrespectful to artists, but he paid $1,500 up front to a Florida moving company, got nothing. Yeah. Now he calls the second company. How much did he pay them up front?
I'm afraid to say, but it was $8,000.
He paid them up front?
Yeah.
What is your son not so smart?
No.
What's the second company? What's the second company he called?
Well, the Brightline was the second, and now they found out Smart Van Lines has got his furniture in a storage unit.
So he called a second time, and it was Brightline?
Yeah.
Brightline, and he paid them $8,000 up front.
Yes, I know.
And then what did they do? They handed it off to someone else.
Smart Van Line.
Mark? What's the name of the company? Mark?
No, Smart.
Smart. Okay. Smart Van Lines. And what is Smart saying?
Well, they said the furniture.
And where's Smart Van Lines out of? Where are they out of?
They're also in Colorado and Florida and other states.
Yeah, they're not out of anywhere but Florida. Oh my God, your son, I take it, isn't a college professor. Well, actually, a college professor would be just as stupid. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
I know.
Okay, so where does it stand right now? What does Smart want?
Well, my daughter-in-law contacted them. They said you can come and get your furniture anytime you want. It's in the storage unit in Denver. But they're in Mississippi.
Oh, my God. So far, and by the way, I'll bet you the first company he paid $1,500 to knows the second company. I'll bet you they're all in it together.
Fine. Yeah.
So he has paid Hold on. He has paid $9,500 so far. So far.
Yeah.
And now his stuff is still in Denver.
Yeah. What would you suggest you do? Hire a lawyer?
Yeah, okay. A lawyer, listen, and I'm not going to kid you, artists. I'm going to talk straight with you.
Yeah.
A lawyer on this case would cost about $25,000.
Oh, wow.
So now you'd have 25, 35, 40, 41,000 into it. Okay, so how much is his stuff worth?
Oh, I would guess that he would do around $100,000 or more.
His stuff is worth. Hold on. Your son's stuff is worth $100,000. He must be very. I don't have $100,000 worth of stuff. So he has $100,000 worth of stuff.
And also, he has all those personal items in there, both of them.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Does he have $100,000 worth of stuff?
Close to it.
Okay, then he should hire an attorney for $25,000. He'll be into it for $40,000 to $50,000 total, and then hope he gets his stuff back, and then he'll be good $50,000. But here's what I'm going to tell you: his stuff's probably worth under $10,000. Okay, you say 100, I say under 10, and I'll stand by that. Okay, I don't know anybody who has $100,000 worth of stuff. Okay, nowadays, how old's your son?
He just turned 50.
What did he do for a living?
He worked at King Supers here in town.
Yeah.
He found a better job.
And he has $100,000 worth of household goods. $100,000. How old is? Give me an idea of his dining room. How much is that worth?
Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, that's probably about 100 or 200. Yeah.
What? 100?
A brand new fridge.
You said he has $100,000 worth of stuff. How much is his living room worth?
They didn't take all the living room, so. Maybe I'm off on the 100,000.
Here's what I want to do, Artist. Rather than give you a hard time, I want to try to come down on these people. But here's the problem. I don't know if we'll ever get your $8,000 back. I mean, it's kind of late. Who did he pay that to?
Right.
He paid that to Brightline?
Right.
Does he have a phone number for any of these clowns?
I do, yeah.
What does Brightline say? Why does Brightline never moved his stuff to Florida, to Mississippi?
No.
Why? Why?
They kept saying, we don't have a driver. It'll be next week. Every time Dave or Tina called them.
See, they know they can do this and get away with it because no one, I mean no one will do anything about it. This is the sin. This is it.
Now, in traffic. This report is sponsored by Discover.
Traffic has improved on
I want her to hang on.
Wrapped up. So now you're looking
this is so terrible.
On I-70 with no delay between Arvada and Aurora. I-225 up to full speed through Aurora. Your drive on I-25, traffic is moving along well between Thornton and Centennial with no delay on C-470. Fox 31 pinpoint weather. A 50% chance for scattered snow showers. That's happening already. Now tonight's low 31, and then for the weekend, mostly sunny skies return dry with 40. Currently, with your impact traffic and weather experts, McLaughlin, 6:30. Hey, how?
Real credit card questions require real people, someone who understands your issues and works to resolve them with you. That's why Discover offers helpful, U.S.-based representatives, available 24/7. Discover, exceptionally common sense.
Don't let your insurance company dictate your settlement. If you've been impacted by the recent wildfires, call 800-248-3888 today for a no-cost, no-obligation consultation. As the oldest, largest, and most respected public adjusting firm, Adjusters International stands ready to provide you with a path to financial and emotional recovery. Call today at 800-248-3888. That's 800-248-3888. 800-248-3888.
Ideal Home Loans for your next ideal home loan is not just a slogan, it's what they do. They take the loan you have and they put you in a better situation. First of all, low interest, right? But they go even better than that with the interest rate guarantee. So if rates go down, they refinance you free of charge. They also have the pre-approval, which is like a cash deal. They approve you for an amount of money, and it's done. All you have to do is find the house, and you can close like cash. IdealHomeLoans.com. They also have, of course, loans where you can take money out, consolidate bills. You can get lower payments. You can shorten your term. You can pick any term you want. Don't forget at Ideal, the interest rate guarantee, credit optimization, picking your own term, and pre-approval makes your loan ideal. They can do it all without even meeting if you want to. They can do it by phone. They can do it on the internet. They can do it any way you'd like. IdealHomeLoans.com, 303-867-7000. By now, I hope you've heard me talk about Core Scans, the way to save a life for $189. You know the best thing that could happen is if you wasted $189. If you took the Core Scan, the ultrasound, to show soft plaque in your system and you found nothing, it would be the greatest thing, wasting that money. But what if you do have soft plaque that can be an indicator of heart disease or stroke? About 85% of the people have some. You can reverse it, you can stop it, but you got to know it's there. Core scans, just $189 can save your life. The most accurate, low cost diagnostic tool. Denver and Boulder, Core, C-O-R, corescans.com, 720-740-2663.
As we age, we can't always plan on good health, but you can plan long-term care coverage to give peace of mind to you and your family. Hey, it's Mandy Connell, and a great way to learn about long-term care is to join my friends from 525 Advisors for their upcoming free long-term care planning live webinar this Saturday morning at 9. You'll learn so much. 525 Advisors will explain how long-term care works, what the coverage pays for, and you'll discover all the new options and different ways to fund a plan. They even have plans with lifetime benefits that pay you back if you never use it. Then when you're ready, 525 Advisors will design a custom plan with you, just like they're doing for my husband and me right now. I love how much time they've spent with us, and it's not just me. Read the reviews. People love working with Brian and Madeline at 525 Advisors. So get the great peace of mind long-term care coverage gives you. Sign up now for the free live webinar this Saturday morning at 9. Sign up at 525longtermcare.com. That's 525longtermcare.com.
Your car is worth more right now than any time in the past, and that's pretty exciting. Trade in, trade up, trade down, whatever your needs are, the Sharpest Rides in Englewood, they are going to give you the best offer hands down. And the Sharpest Rides is so easy to get to, just located minutes from I-25 in Santa Fe. And with the best appraisals in town from their trained buyers, you know you'll always be taken care of and get the best deals at the Sharpest Rides. I'm telling you, if you're looking to trade in, go to the Sharpest Rides, best customer service in town. Get more info at thesharpestrides.com.
You know, I've talked about Blue Sky CBD for quite some time. Have had a great experience with these products. They just keep getting better and better. I know a lot of you, hundreds and hundreds of you, have tried it and feel the same way. And the feedback that you've been sharing through reviews is terrific. I've met with the owners, and they shared some interesting info on the latest batch of their Max Relief Balm and how they tested to 2,700 milligrams. It's basically a free extra 200 milligrams. And this stuff has been amazing for me with aches and pains. The more and more I learn about CBD, the more thankful I become for this relationship with Blue Sky CBD. Also, I wanted to let you know that if you've used promo code KHOW as a one-time code, please feel free to use promo code DAVE, my first name, for 30% off your next order. If you or somebody you know could benefit, I highly recommend Blue Sky CBD and their entire line of products. BlueSky-CBD.com. Once again, that's BlueSky-CBD.com.
Now an important message from Exergen. A critical new FDA study proves that the widely used non-contact thermometers are not accurate and have high probabilities for false negative readings. New COVID strands are on the rise, and non-contact manufacturers are being irresponsible at a time when accuracy matters most. Accurate temperature measurements are essential. Don't wait. Switch to Exergen because they are accurate and backed by over 100 clinical studies. Be sure.
This is a sad.
Learn more at Exergen.com.
Angie Post is now Angie, and caring for your home just got easier. Whether you need help with routine maintenance or a dream remodel, Angie makes it easy to see reviews, compare quotes, and connect with top local pros who can get the job done right. Plus, you can see upfront pricing and instantly book hundreds of projects. No phone tap. The work you need done at a time that works for you. Angie's got your to-do list covered from start to finish. Book your next home project today at Angie.com. That's ANGI.com.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Now, we talked to artists about the moving, and here's what's going on. I mean, people take stock in this country right now. I swear to God, I've been doing this for 40 years, and things have never been worse. I'm going to tell you the state of the country right now. Moving companies can take money from you across state lines and take your stuff, give it to another company who will take money from you, and then give it to another company who will try to extort money from you until finally it's so expensive you give up. And your stuff will just sit there stolen. No one will do anything. No police, no state police, no FBI, no federal government. No one. No one. Because it stems state lines, they don't know how to handle it. There is no one to call that will help you. Now, we help you by trying to warn you about it. But really, do you think they care about the radio show? The lying, cheating movers in Florida, do you think they care? Artists, I want to try to call some of these movers, okay? We're going to give them to one of our deputies, Suze. Let's just try to call them. But I can't hold out much hope. I am telling you right now, and I'm telling everyone listening, never hire a mover. You can't see, touch, smell, talk to someone with a local office, brick and mortar that you know that I know.
Did you know nearly 1 million knee replacements were done in 2017? And that number is expected to reach 2.6 million in 2030. Hi, I'm Dr. Allen with Restore Osteo of Colorado. At RestoreOsteo.com, discover
a unique healthy knee protocol, an alternative approach to improving knee health. Request an appointment at any of our 5 convenient locations in Golden, Aurora, Thornton, Colorado Springs, and now Littleton. Begin your healthy mobility and healthy living journey today by visiting RestoreOsteo.com. That's RestoreOsteo.com.
Great news for the new year. Colorado Pain Care has a new integrated clinic in Wood, combining their pain treatment and physical therapy clinics, conveniently located in Lakewood, near Alameda and Quinlan. Details at ColoradoPainCare.com. These are the experts that got me out of pain. Same-day appointments available. Insurance accepted. 303-GOT-PAIN. Get a free stainless steel water bottle when you mention me, Tom Martino. 303-GOT-PAIN.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver, an iHeart radio station. Available everywhere on our free iHeart radio app. #1 for music, radio, and podcasts. All in one.
ABC News, I'm Victor Okendo. President Biden is focusing on infrastructure, announcing $27 billion to repair approximately 15,000 bridges across the nation. Money comes from the bipartisan infrastructure law. Hospitals are feeling the strain of COVID-19 cases. Hillary O'Neill is a respiratory therapist at Dayton Children's Hospital in Ohio.
We definitely don't have enough people. I don't think anybody has enough people to do anything right now.
President Biden already announced the deployment of medical teams to Ohio and 5 other states. Some public school students in Boston and Chicago are staging walkouts to protest in-person learning as COVID cases spike. It's going to be a weekend of winter weather for millions of Americans.
Nashville has already blown past their seasonal snow, and they're about to get more. Pittsburgh is about a foot below, and they're about to catch up.
ABC's chief meteorologist, Ginger Z. The Northeast is bracing for wind chills of 30 below. This is ABC News. It's back to detention for the #1 ranked tennis player.
Novak Djokovic faces deportation again after the Australian government revoked his visa for a second time. Latest twist in the ongoing saga over whether he'll be allowed to compete in the Australian Open. Finance Minister Simon Birmingham.
We will continue to apply that policy rigorously wherever we can at the borders to ensure that those who are not vaccinated, who don't have an acceptable medical exemption, understand that they are not eligible to enter Australia.
Djokovic's lawyers are expected to appeal. Deportation from Australia usually leads to a 3-year ban on returning to the country. Tom Rivers, ABC News.
3 women are facing federal charges for allegedly attacking an airline security worker at New York's JFK Airport in September, ahead of Michael Avenatti's trial on charges he cheated porn star Stormy Daniels out of book deal proceeds. A judge has twice warned prospective jurors about potential perjury charges if they don't fill out a questionnaire honestly. Victor Okendo, ABC News.
What's all the buzz about nasal irrigation and navage? And should I try it? Here's the science. Airborne germs invade through your nose. It's the body's air filter for trapping allergens and viruses. When your nose gets clogged, it's less effective and germs multiply. Eventually, your immune system can get overwhelmed and you get sick. Nasal irrigation is an effective, all-natural way to clean your nose. It's not a drug. It's more like plumbing. Saline goes in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out mucus and germs. I'm Martin Hope, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. It's the world's only nose cleaner with powered suction. Navage pulls out the bad stuff so you can breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier. At Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, Bed Bath, and Walmart. Or go to Navage.com for a free gift with purchase. Over 2 million sold. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
KHOW News 1103.
A drought monitor has been issued across the state that's providing some slight relief to some portions north of the Steamboat area. That would include Jackson County and also Grand County along the Colorado River. They have improved from moderate drought conditions to abnormally dry. We're also seeing some slight improvement for the northern portions of the Front Range north of Metro Denver.
That's from Fox 31 meteorologist Travis Marcos. Tomorrow marks the last day that Coloradoans can get health care coverage through the state exchange for 2022. Network Health Colorado says nearly 200,000 people have signed up to the plan so far. The exchange offers free, virtual, and in-person help from enrollment experts at centers located in the state. Sports big win for the Denver Nuggets last night. They were at home and they beat the Blazers 140-108. Tonight's Colorado Avalanche take home ice against the Arizona Coyotes. Back to Vegas. I'm Pat Woodard. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate.
Right now, pretty good drive on I-25. You may see some scattered snow flurries as you work your way around and gusty winds, but really not impacting your drive times and speed right now. Things overall are looking good. If you have an accident, make that debris off to the left shoulder north on I-25 near the Thornton Parkway. Really not slowing traffic, just a hazard. Fox 31 pinpoint weather. A 50% chance for scattered snow showers, and we are seeing that in some areas. Tonight's low 31. Then for the weekend, mostly sunny skies, dry with temperatures in the 40s. Currently, it is 40. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Chris McLaughlin, 630 Hey-How.
Looking to save money this year? Look at Allstate. You can get the protection you need at the low rate you want. With Allstate, you can lower your rates, not your expectations. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
Hey, there he is. How's it going?
I'm having a stroke.
Are you going to shake my hand or what?
I'm having a stroke.
Wow, you're not even moving your arm.
I'm having a stroke. Are you okay? I'm having a stroke.
Your face looks weird, too.
I'm having a stroke.
Are you having a seizure or something?
I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear.
I'm having a stroke.
You just need to know the sudden signs. Look for FAST, F-A-S-T. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. Or S, speech difficulty. Then T, time. Time to call 911 immediately, because the sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Know the sudden signs. Face, arm, speech, time. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
We've become so much more than a fixed frequency from a radio tower. Take your radio with you.
630 K-How is now available on multiple platforms and thousands of devices.
Listen to Denver's talk station from anywhere.
Stream online
at khow.com.
Denver's talk station has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website.
Green. That's green.
Enter it now
at khow.com. Keep listening to win with a 12K a day giveaway. This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now,
on 630 K-How.
I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Now, here's the deal. There is a big warning I want to give you on movers in general. But I want to give you tips that will almost assure you you will never be ripped off by a mover. These may sound extreme, but based on my long history of doing this, I have to tell you the truth, and I don't care who I'm offending. First, never hire a mover ever based in Florida. Ever. That's it. That's number one. Never. Now, that doesn't mean all the other movers are good. But I would say 98% of the scams in moving come out of Florida. Never hire a mover out of Florida. Never. Never. Second, never pay a mover up front. Ever. Never hire a mover, ever, who doesn't have a real office, who doesn't own trucks. Ever. Only hire movers affiliated with a national van line that you can verify. A national van line. So, like, you can get a local mover, like Johnson Moving and Storage, and they're affiliated with whoever they are. Or you get a local Grable mover, and they're affiliated with Grable or whatever. But you get movers who are real movers, not in Florida, and the local agent owns their own trucks. That's the only way to do it when you're moving long distance. Actually, when you're moving anywhere, but mostly long distance. Also, explore the idea of shipping valuables with insurance, shipping them, not moving them, shipping them by a shipper like a UPS or a FedEx or something, and then not moving your stuff at all, selling it and buying new stuff. I am telling you, the moving industry is corrupt. The moving industry sucks. And most movers are liars, cheaters, and ripoffs. We hear the stories over and over and over. Why the hell don't people take a clue? Do you realize if people just listen to my show, honest to God, if they just listen to my show, they would be spared so many problems. Now, somebody wants to know who wrote our song and what brewery he owns. And that's Moss. Let me find it here. I have him right here somewhere. And it's really cool, but here it is. Let me find it. Steve Moss. Moss Creative, and he owns Rock and Roll Brewery, okay? And his advertising agency is Moss. That's MAAS, creativeadvertising.com. mosscreativeadvertising.com. His brewery is Rock and Roll, ROCKNAND, roll beer, rockandroll.beer, rockandroll.beer. All right. RealCBDThatWorks.com is not just a slogan. It really does work. It's Panacea Life Sciences. 30% off with Tom in the promo code. The cosmetic line is going like crazy because with its anti-inflammatory properties, it makes people look younger, better, eradicates wrinkles, plumps up the skin, and it takes away the puffiness, though, that the bags and stuff. Panacea Life Sciences, RealCBDThatWorks.com. 30% off with Tom and the promo code. Darren, what's going on with you? Hello, Darren. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Tom.
What's going on, man?
You taking my call?
Yes, sir.
Well, I ordered a furniture set from Office Furniture Warehouse down here in Colorado Springs.
Office Furniture Warehouse or American?
That is correct.
Oh, Office.
I'm sorry, American Furniture Warehouse. I'm sorry, American Furniture.
Okay, go ahead.
A little bit
No,
here,
that's
sorry.
okay.
And we purchased it on June 18th and 20. October, I would say it was probably more like September. The motor assembly broke on the chaise unit that lifts or raises and lowers the back so you can recline on the chaise itself.
Okay.
And in October, they had a couple guys came out to take a look at it, see what they could do to fix it. And it turned out that the motor assembly mounted to the side frame of the chaise broke free. And then once, when you're on the button, it's supposed to stop at a certain point. But being that it was broken free, it kept driving and it broke the motor assembly.
Right, got it.
So they came out and said, well, we're going to have to order the part. They put a piece of wood on the side, which, I think it was a pretty good repair work for the mounting point. But,
I saw
we have to order the motor.
I saw pics that you sent, so go ahead. Yeah.
Yes. So they said they'd have to order the motor. And a couple days later, I got an email from the service area saying that it would be about 12 to 16 weeks. Well, that came and went, and I got back in contact with them. I know it's crazy, but I understand it because the parts shipping, all the ports are backed up, with the boats and all that stuff too. So it's possible that it's not available at this time. But so that came and went. And now, I contacted them again and said, hey, what's going on? What are you going to do for me? And they said, well, we can give you $100 credit for the actual motor. And I'm like, well, no, I've got a broken chase. $100 isn't going to do me any good if I can't.
That's right. Of course it's not. Of course it's not.
So
what do they
right now?
It's still under warranty?
It's still the motor assembly. Well, when I called the phone number just to try to make the story short, it states on there that motors and reclining mechanisms are warranted for 2 to 3 years. I can't remember exactly if it was 2.
All right, so they have to replace it, man.
Purchase.
I mean, they have to replace it if they can't fix it. Well, what are they doing about
They're
it?
willing to.
They're willing to.
Yeah.
Well, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is right now I just got an email from them, and I've got a whole email string if you like to look at that. But the last one I got, because I told them, I said, being that your guy's not going to make a decision here, I'm going to go talk to somebody to try to get some resolution.
Okay, I can get to the part where they offered a replacement.
They didn't offer a replacement.
I just said that. What did they offer? Hold on. What did they offer, Suze?
My understanding is they offered to fix it. It's just going to take a long time.
Oh, no, we know that. But he can't, a year, 2 years? How long are you expected to wait? I don't blame him for being upset.
Yeah, Tom, the last email that I received from them after I told them I was going to talk to somebody, they said that, well, we are going to, here's our offer. We're going to charge you 15% usage fee, and we'll come out and pick up the whole assembly.
And give you a refund?
And the recliner, and give me a refund, but less 15% usage.
Well, okay, how much would that be?
And I'm like...
Hold on, how much would that be?
I didn't calculate that out.
Well,
but
how much did you pay for it, bro? How much did you pay for it?
I paid $998, I think, for the whole chaise and recliner seating assembly.
And I'm pretty sure he signs and agrees to all of that upon purchase.
I don't know about that. I don't know. Actually, I don't remember that. But so 15% would be $135. I would do it in a heartbeat. I would do it in a heartbeat. How long have you had it? Since July? June?
Well, since June 18th of 2020.
I think I would. Okay, it's 2020. I would do it. Now listen, is it chicken crap? Yes, it is. Does it piss me off? Yes, it does. But man, to get all but $135 back, I would do it. Now, if you don't have to sign a release, I'd go back after him for the $135. But right now, man, that's the least. I mean, that's the least damage you're going to suffer. Think about this. The longer you wait, the longer they have your money. Also, the less they're going to offer. And you're going to spend money. Even small claims court would cost you $50 plus service and all of that. I mean, Darren, I'm not telling you it's the best thing in the world. Maybe we can call them. I don't know. To me, it sounds chicken crap to me. Oh, well, you got to give us 15%. Who you been dealing with at the store?
I wasn't at the store. It was actually through their service email.
Okay. Can you give it? Okay.
So.
We need to contact. So let's just. Okay. I think that's worst case, right, Suze? So let's see if one of our deputies, like Deputy Dollar, can negotiate something better on that. I mean,
right. So the other thing is, Tom, when I talked to them, I asked them, is there any way you could pull the motor off another chase unit, fix mine, and then worry about that one later? They said absolutely not.
Well,
and they can't replace the chase unit because they don't have them anymore.
No, I get it, man. And, it's not so terrible. It just sounds too penny ante for me, that crap, that, 15%, which is like $135. It sounds crazy to me.
Well, he's used it for 2 years. How long has it been broke?
It's been 2 years. It's been broke. It doesn't matter. He's had it for 2 years. The rest of it works. I mean, I get it. $135 is not unreasonable, but what do you think you and Mark would say if they said that? If it really broke right away and didn't get fixed? I mean, come on.
I don't know, Tom.
How long have you had it, Darren, before it broke? How long?
It was No, I would say about 13 months, maybe.
Okay. You know what? Maybe 100. I'm telling you this. I don't think it's a bad deal. I actually don't think it's a bad deal. But let's see if Deputy Dollar can do better.
Got it, Tom.
Century RV, it's car day. You get the best trades at Century RV. You get the best prices at Century RV. You get new and used at Century RV. You get financing at Century RV. You get extreme service at Century RV. They're building a brand new service a facility and showroom at Century RV. Exit 240 on I-25. Have some fun. Get out and travel. Screw the airlines. Get in an RV. Stands for Real Vacation. CenturyRV.com. 303-453-1111.
Exergen would like you to know about an important study just released by the FDA. It confirms what the medical community has known all along. Non-contact thermometers are not accurate. The study also reports that they fail to meet FDA requirements for accuracy in labeling. With new strains of COVID on the rise, we can't afford to tolerate the rampant false temperature readings from non-contact thermometers. Accurate temperature measurements are essential. You need Exergen thermometers because they are accurate and backed by over 100 clinical studies. Be sure, be accurate with Exergen. Learn more at Exergen.com.
You know, I don't think I've ever met nicer people than at Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies. These are really good people. And you know what I like? They speak English. And I don't mean like English as opposed to Spanish. What I mean by that is they speak plain language so you understand what they're talking about financially. And they treat you, if you have a few $1,000 or hundreds of thousands of dollars, the same. They are trusted, family-owned team approach to retirement planning. A father, son, and son-in-law, plus a host of others. 40-plus years of experience helping people. And they do the comprehensive approach, which is retirement planning with more than investments. They help you with taxes and Social Security for optimum benefits, Medicare, insurance, annuities, long-term care, estate planning. Every single aspect of your life. rpcenter.com. They'll talk to you free of charge. 1, 2, even 3 meetings until you feel comfortable. You can do it in person. You can do it at your office, at their office, at your home, wherever you want. rpcenter.com. 970-663-3211. 970-663-3211. If you want countertops, can I direct you to Mitch Floria? I say Mitch, it's the art of granite. Really, I'd like to change the name to the art of countertops because really all of the countertops are artistic, whether it's a natural stone, a granite, quartzite, or marble, or whatever it is. And solid surface, man-made, whatever, he can do it. He'll give you a price on the phone because he's proud of what he does, and that price will not change. And listen, it's amazing what he can do. Theartofgranite.com, 303-386-5919. Tear out and haul away's free, and the bathroom's free when you do the kitchen. 303-386-5919, theartofgranite.com.
Donnie here with Fitness Gallery. We are loving how thousands of people
found out just how safe and convenient it is to work out in your own home. There's never been a better time to buy. We have everything in the store on sale at pre-inflation prices. You can save huge, up to 50% off, only while supplies last. Take advantage of up to 36 months, 0% inflation.
Oh, man. I gotta take a walk, ladies and gentlemen.
And we're being snowbound outside, you know that.
We are.
Yeah.
Dumbbells, you got fitness equipment, you got treadmills, you got bikes, you got it in stock right now. My original fitness equipment came from a big box store. It was space, it looked great, so it just wouldn't function. So you know what happened? We have the best warranties. It's commercial grade equipment made for your home. Visit one of our 6 convenient locations today or fitnessgallery.com.
This is a critical message for folks affected by the Boulder County fires. I'm consumer advocate Mark Major. Your insurance company is not your friend. Their entire goal is to pay you the least amount of money. Don't be fooled by these snakes. Their adjusters are nothing but wolves in sheep's clothing. You need someone on your side fighting for you. You need Matt with Airline Services. He's a public adjuster. Call Matt
Ladies and gentlemen,
with your insurance company. 719-726-0020.
welcome to the Quiet Hour.
0020.
The roller coaster stock markets make you nervous? With such frequent ups and downs, don't let market volatility derail your retirement. Hi, I'm Lily Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, Saturday on 630 KHOW. If you're concerned about the markets, call today to schedule a complimentary review of your portfolio. Call 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604. Or online, yourmoneyyourretirement.com.
I need postcard printed and designed. Oh, and a target direct mail campaign. It's possible at Staples.
I need my presentation printed, bound.
Oh, damn.
Also possible. Your local Staples store can help
She's
your
hurt.
business navigate the future of work with custom-driven sales and marketing materials. Now get 25% off custom-printed labels, postcards, flyers, brochures, and more when you spend $60 or more. Explore what's new at Staples, the working and learning store. Ends 129 in store only. See staples.com/for details.
So many people have told me about Orchard, and no wonder. It's the new way to sell.
And then naked when ain't got no skin no more. Shit.
And when your home sells for more, you keep the difference. No longer do you have to choose between an easy home sale or the best price for your home. I'll tell you about Ruby, a recent Orchard customer. Ruby's home sold out above his cash offer. Had he gone to a home buying company, he would have missed out on that extra money. But with Orchard, he got more cash at closing. Rudy's story isn't unique. 99 out of 100 Orchard customers sell on market for more than their cash offer. Getting started is easy. You go online and enter your address at orchard.com. Takes just a couple minutes and lets you skip home listing hassles. If you're thinking about selling or just curious what Orchard would pay for your home, get a no-cost, no-obligation offer at orchard.com. That's orchard.com.
Your insurance company hired an adjuster. Shouldn't you? As the oldest, largest, and most respected public adjusting firm, Adjusters International stands ready to work with you as your partner in recovery. Our team of private adjusters represents homeowners and business owners, never insurance company, and our time and resources are dedicated solely to you.
These folks are doing these stupid tricks on these motorcycles.
Okay, I've read this over. The whole thing. The whole thing. There's nothing here. First of all, the platelets are not high at all, 23 over. Glucose is high. Did he fast? Did he fast for 12 hours? No. Did he? It wasn't fasting. Well, of course he's going to have high glucose, especially with the shit you feed him. And here's the other thing, vitamin D. Of course it's low. He gets no sun. He bundles up like a freaking nun, and he doesn't take vitamin D. This is all very, very natural and easy to handle. Okay, the glucose is nothing. It was in the middle of the day. Am I on? Okay, bye. Hi, Tom Martino here. 303-713-TALK. 713-8255. Frank Duran, the real estate man, does free market valuations of your home. Let me tell you how important that is. It's not an appraisal. An appraisal is something required by lenders, but you know what? I'll tell you this. If you want to get a real accurate appraisal of how much money you'll get in your pocket, then what you need is a market valuation by Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. 303-920-1622. Back to the phones. Okay, now listen. I have warned people about movers, and I'm going to continue to do that. Ready? Never hire a mover from Florida, ever. Never hire a mover that is not affiliated with a national reputable van line. Never hire a mover that doesn't own its own trucks or leases them full-time. You know what I mean. Okay? Never hire a mover that requires money up front. Never hire a mover that is not affiliated with an insurance company where you can buy insurance and verify it's purchased. Never hire a mover who won't come and visually inspect and give you a written, not-to-exceed contract. Too many ripoffs in moving. Too many ripoffs. Now listen, you spread this word around everywhere. Go to Nextdoor, go everywhere. I am tired of people getting ripped off. And here's the thing, okay? As I said, I'm not for over government regulation, but when it comes to movers, people can lie, cheat, and steal and get away with it. Right now in this country, we have a very chilling situation. All the gloves are off. There is no prosecution for contractors who take money and don't come back. Zero. If I go to 10 houses and take $1,000 each or $100,000 each, I will not be prosecuted. I will absolutely not be prosecuted. It is a free rein to take money. I can now also take your stuff and hold it hostage as a mover, I will not be prosecuted. Economic crime is free. Cybercrime is free. Smash and grabs and shoplifting is free. Train robberies are free. Right now in California, because they go so easy on crime, train robberies are common. Freight trains are robbed every day. Now, most of the stuff in a train, like medication, FedEx, Amazon packages, contracts, all that kind of stuff being shipped back and forth, they don't care about. So they leave it strewn about the rail yard. Up and down the tracks all over L.A. are packages, medications, documents, things that will never get to their destinations. Why? Because of railway robberies. Think of what kind of a country we're living in right now. Does it scare you even a little? And I'll tell you another thing. There are government inquiries right now into big tech. Do you know what they want to know? Not is big tech taking advantage of our kids. Not is big tech taking advantage of our personal information. Not if big tech is hurting us as individuals. No, no, no. Here's what they want to know from big tech. Do you want to know what the big investigation into big tech is right now? What do you think it is? What do you think it is? They want to know, the January 6th committee wants to know, they subpoenaed Facebook, Google, and Twitter for internal documents relating to their censorship. They want to know what they did to censor election lies and conservative-based conspiracies that led to the January 6th insurrection. The government wants to know if Alphabet, Meta, Twitter, and Reddit did enough to help the government in this time of crisis. Now think about that. Think how chilling that is. That's not social media's job. That's not the press's job. That's not the media's job. That's not broadcasters' job. We're supposed to be independent. We're supposed to be adversarial. And most of all, we're supposed to entertain all ideas. But no more. No more. Right now, the government is actually saying in these subpoenas, they're actually putting out a message. If you don't do something to quell opposing viewpoints and something happens, we're going to hold you accountable. Now, by the way, they're not talking about people saying, hey, let's all get our guns and shoot up places. They're not saying that. They're talking about ideas. They want to know what big tech did to quell opposing ideas that led to the insurrection. We are in a dangerous time. My God, I hope you see it. I'm an old hippie turned conservative only because, my God, I didn't change. Everything else did. I'm the same. I always hated big pharma and big government, and I still do. Meanwhile, a lot of people embrace big pharma who used to protest them. And they embrace the more government, the better. The more mandates, the better. Listen, I'm not giving you a political speech. It's a freedom speech. Think for yourself. And by the way, I mean that. If you want to get a vaccination, to hell with those conspiracy-minded people who try to tell you you're going to shed dangerous protein. But at the same time, if you don't want to get it, to hell with those people who say you got to. I am for freedom with all of the risks, responsibilities, and dangers. I will err for freedom every single time. Freedom. Freedom of speech, freedom of thought, freedom of everything. Freedom. With law. How about that? Freedom with law. Break the law, you get punished. But no, now the government wants to regulate thought. Social media wants to regulate ideas, but they don't want to punish crime. I'm the opposite. I don't want to regulate anything except when it comes to crime, I want to punish crime. How about that? It's ass backwards. Am I the only one thinking that? Yeah, this is a consumer show, and I'm talking about consumers' rights. Freedom! Sally, what do you want to say about disgusting, filthy, lying, cheating movers?
Actually, I've got a great recommendation.
Who?
I live, they are called Seven Brothers Moving. They're out of Golden, but I don't know if they made it through the pandemic.
Do they own their own equipment? Do they own their own equipment?
Yep. Oh, well, you have to hire or get the truck, but they'll do it for you if you want.
Now, wait a minute. You have to hire the truck. So you go rent a
Well,
truck
I mean,
and they do...
Yep. I went to U-Haul. I mean, he would do it for me, but I just decided to do it myself. I got the truck, and I brought it to my apartment in Littleton. This guy worked like a maniac in my third-floor apartment.
Okay.
They shrink-wrapped everything. They were ultimately careful. They loaded up the truck. He took my car on a trailer.
They have wonderful reviews. I have them right here.
He's amazing.
Well, hold on. It's not going to their website. Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
They moved me from Littleton to Phoenix, where I live now, and he took all my stuff overnight, and I was freaking out.
It's showing their own trucks right now.
Probably because, he said, he can secure it all for you and get the insurance and all that stuff, but I was right across the street from a U-Haul guy, so I was just like, all right, I'll just get the truck, but I cannot speak highly enough about this.
Good.
And you know what? It's using local. And I'm going to tell you,
but
I lived in Littleton.
Hold on. What do you do about? They don't do across the country moves, do they?
They did. They took me from Littleton to Phoenix, and he took all my crap. I booked a one-way flight from DIA here to Phoenix. Met him here. He did all the driving with my car on a trailer, and it was seamless. He took all my stuff apart, shrink-wrapped it. Then when we got to Phoenix, he hired guys himself here on this end, and they brought everything up to my apartment. They put everything back together. He's freaking amazing.
It says here,
I don't know why.
Well, thank you. We charge flat hourly rates. We also give you an exact, just what I said, an exact not to exceed quote.
Yep. He was freaking amazing.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Suze, let's try to get them on the air if we have a break in the calls. Call them up. Thank you, Sally. 303-713-8255. Did I go over, Shannon, again? Oh, no. Did I? Oh, no.
W-Denver, 630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station. Available everywhere. Take radio and podcasts all in one. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Walgreens. Wet roadways to the south and west really not slowing you down on I-25 right now. Just be ready for some splashbacks. If you're traveling further south, 225 is in good shape. You drive across I-70, a little bit of construction slowing eastbound, making your way towards York. But right now, our highways are accident-free, and that certainly is good news. There is a crash at Alameda and Dayton. Fox 31, pinpoint weather, scattered snow showers throughout the day. Tonight, low drops to 31. And then for the weekend, mostly sunny skies and dry with temperatures in the 40s. Currently, it's 39. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Chris McLaughlin, 630 KHOW. With low-cost Medicare prescription copays at Walgreens, you won't have a Medicare in the world. Plus, easy prescription delivery options for even less to Medicare about. Start filling your Medicare prescriptions with Walgreens and see how much you could save today.
My whole job is protecting people and telling us how we can get along in the world. I want to protect you from heart disease and stroke. I'm a believer after having it done. The most accurate low-cost diagnostic method, ultrasound, for detecting soft plaque. This is geared towards soft plaque. It's not calcium scoring. It's none of that. This is immediate risk, and you can stop that risk, reverse it as well. But you got to find out first. $189 could save your life. Don't be one of those people who say, "Oh, I don't want to know." What an idiot! You can know and do something about it. Just 15 minutes, non-invasive, pain-free. Core Scans, C-O-R, scans, no E, corescans.com, no E, corescans.com, 720-740-2663. It's the best $189 you'll ever spend, and I hope you waste your money. Yeah, I hope they find nothing. 720-740-2663. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. That's the man that will do a free market valuation of your home for the asking. If you want to list, fine. He's a wonderful man. He won't hold you to a long-term contract. But even before listing, maybe you don't even want to sell. Maybe you do. Maybe you just want to know, what would my house bring? He'll do that without bugging you to list. It'll be detailed, measured, photos, comparables. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. 303-920-1622.
NeoU is my new
favorite fitness app, and at $3.99 a month, I can't believe everything I get. Real-time coaching, daily live workouts where I can see my friends, plus thousands of on-demand classes like strength, boot camp, yoga, and more. I'm obsessed with NeoU's interactive workouts where my instructors can see and talk to me. And when you sign up for a 60-day free trial by January 31st, you'll pay just $3.99 a month. Sign up now at neoufitness.com. That's neoufitness.com.
Are you tired of escaping your retirement to stock market risk? Call 866-901-2255. That's 866-901-2255 for your complimentary Safe Money book and join Al Martinez for the Retirement and Income Radio Show on Sundays at 7 a.m. and 3 p.m.
would like you to know about
Do you know what the
released by the FDA. It confirms what
the Brits called their insurrection?
What do they call it?
The United States of America.
Oh yeah, that's us. That's us, but we tend to ignore that. Yeah, we tend to ignore that half the folks that were on them boats were escaping imprisonment. Okay, we ignore the idea. Well, some folks talked about Australia being a penal colony too, but yeah, everybody was escaping Europe. Like escaping New York or Los Angeles. Sitting in shame. Now, MR, I want to add another TV, at least one more up in here. So we can have a truly diversified spread of garbage information coming in.
That's 844-425-3669. 844-425-3669. It's the biggest no-brainer in the history of mankind. Call us at 844-425-3669. NMLS 3304. All over the flight. Equal housing letter. Rates subject to change.
Brighten your home and save 10% on Benjamin Moore paint by joining the Guy Reed loyalty program. Stop by a store or go to GUIRYS.com to sign up today. Guy Reed, your neighborhood paint store since 1899.
From their weekly radio show to the charity work they love to do, Bell and Pollock is a different kind of personal injury firm. They believe in supporting causes in the community, giving out free legal advice on a weekly basis on their live call-in show, and treating every client with the same respect. Bell and Pollock has a proven track record of success. Their strength comes from their commitment to their clients. Call 303-795-5900. That's 303-795-5900 to schedule a free case evaluation. Check them online at championsofthepeople.com. Jackson Hewitt needs you to know 3 things about filing taxes this year. 1, there are thousands of dollars worth of new tax credits on the table. 2, you have to file for them to make sure you get the right amount. 3, a Jackson Hewitt Tax Pro will help track down every credit you deserve. Tax credits for being a parent, taking care of a parent, going to school, and so much more. You don't want to miss out on thousands. Jackson Hewitt knows that. Discover thousands in tax credits and get your biggest refund guaranteed. Learn more at jacksonhewitt.com.
How long will this bull market last? What will the next recession look like? Are you financially prepared? Visit my website now at kurtcambier.com for your free portfolio analysis. That's Kurt with a K, CAMBIER.com.
Securities offered Cambridge Investment Research Inc., a broker-dealer, member of FINRA SIPC. Investment advisor representative, Cambridge Investment Research Advisors Inc., a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Centennial Capital Partners are not affiliated.
right, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Welcome to the show. Let's talk about solving problems. And Peter, what's going on, Peter?
I'm here.
Yes, sir. Okay, did you call the authorities?
Yes, you got okay. You can't get through the building department. You can't get through the health department, but you can call 311. So I did that. Okay, they did take a statement kind of thing, and they even emailed it back to me where everything that was discussed.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
And but that's so far. I mean, that's that.
Well,
I called them.
but you have to call authorities if they have asbestos in the hallway and they're not doing anything about it.
Right, and the authorities are not going to come running out here. It's plain and simple. Because
did you call the health department?
Can't get through.
What do you mean you can't get through?
I'm trying to dial them and I can't get through.
What happens?
I mean, you get it's a big long message of nothing, and it doesn't tell you where to go, and it doesn't tell you what to do. It's just a message. Everybody, doing this COVID thing, and it's just an excuse. But what's happening is the LCM, my property management company, I called them. They said that they've sent out 3 emails to everybody so far, and I talked to people in the building. No one's gotten anything. The place where the asbestos is, the city marked the back door and the door of the unit saying danger, danger, but the corridor's wide open. You can walk through there through the asbestos. No problem. Nobody's doing anything about it. I can't get anybody doing anything about it.
So right now in that hallway, you're saying there's asbestos in the air?
Oh, yeah.
Who tested it?
The P something. I can get the name again. I'll get the name.
Who ordered the test?
They're an asbestos company. LCM Property Management ordered the testing.
Okay, so LCM must have ordered it out of concerns.
Right, because I mean their homeowner association, they kind of it's the thing. They're the people that do the actual doing of stuff.
So if they ordered it, hold on. If they ordered it out of concern, they should be able to do something about the results. What do they say they're going to do about the results?
That's just it. Nobody is doing anything, and they don't. I said, okay. She told me the results are units 109, 107, and back towards 110, all the way out of the building line, is all polluted, according to the asbestos company. But people are still walking through there.
Okay, hold on. We need to call the management company. They need to stop it or do something about it. I mean, do you own your unit, or
I would like.
Do you own it, or are you renting?
Yes, I own it. I own it.
Suze, Deputy Doc, is he around?
He sure is.
I've got all the information for LCM right here. Tell me when you want it.
Hold on. We need to have one of our deputies rattle some chains at the management company. That's really what we have to do. So we have to say, if you know there is asbestos, and Peter, you get that information to us, I want to know what they say about it. If there's asbestos in that building and people are being exposed and they're not doing any special tenting or prevention, there's a problem. Now, you did talk to someone, and Suze, have him send us also the complaint he just did where he got an acknowledgement, because I think we should write to them too and say we expect more. We expect action. Steve, I don't know why you're calling in. It could be because you heard some guy, he texted us and wanted to know about your brewery, and Steve is the one that did our opening music. And he has rockandroll.beer. Go ahead. What did you want to give us an update on?
Oh, hi, first of all, did Mark recover from the last time I was there?
Oh, yes.
We'll have to schedule another taste testing when COVID
we would love
down.
it. He loved your beer. So what's going on, sir?
Well, I'd like to tell people that we have a couple new products that we're canning actually Sunday. One of them is it's a stout, an imperial stout called Rock and Reaper Imperial Stout, 12% alcohol. And we also have a special version of Zombie Jam, which is our flagship red English IPA. But this one's Zombie Jam Founder's Favorite Imperial IPA. Now that one's 9% alcohol. So these are high gravity beers, something you want to drink in a 10-ounce glass. I also wanted to tell your listening audience about some locations, old Chicago's, that we're in right now in the Metro Denver area. We have Highlands Ranch. They're pouring our beer there. Aurora on Parker, Thornton on Grant Street, and Broomfield. And that's growing every day. And, I'm interviewing distribution sales reps. If you know anybody that, is a good person to represent Rock and Roll Brewery.
Okay, and it's rockandrollbrewery.net, right? Or .beer.
Well, it's rockandroll.beer.
Oh, rockandroll.beer. Sorry. Rockandroll.beer.
And you can use N or A-N-D. So rock, the letter N, roll, or rockandroll.beer. The important thing is it's not .com, it's .beer.
Thank you.
Now, impact traffic. This report is sponsored by Woodley's Fine Furniture.
Wet roadways to the south and west, really not slowing you down on I-25 right now. Just be ready for some flashbacks. If you're traveling further south, 225 is in good shape. Your drive across I-70, a little bit of construction slowing eastbound, making your way towards York. But right now, our highways are accident-free, and that certainly is good news. There is a crash at Alameda and Dayton. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, scattered snow showers throughout the day. Tonight, low drops to 31. And then for the weekend, mostly sunny skies and dry with temperatures in the 40s. Currently, it's 39. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Chris McLaughlin, 630 KHOW.
Woodley's Fine Furniture, specializing in handcrafted Colorado-made furniture, custom upholstery, solid wood, and the most comfortable leather furniture imaginable. You will not find better built furniture in Colorado than at Woodley's. Visit woodleys.com today.
Ideal Home Loans is in the habit of listening, then lending. Why would they listen? Well, maybe you need some cash. They can teach you how to get cash out at these low rates to pay off high interest debt and then use the savings to pay back that extra part of the loan. Or you can just get a longer loan, a shorter loan. You can get cash out or just lower payments. You can do whatever you need to do in your situation. And, of course, they have a pre-approval if you're going out shopping, and that's like having really a cash deal. IdealHomeLoans.com. Whether you're refining or buying, they're the company for you in Colorado for Colorado. Ideal Home Loans with Brent Ivinson still at the helm. And what I love is that they can meet with you or you can do everything remotely. 303-867-7000.
We can't always plan on good health, but you can plan long-term care coverage to give peace of mind to you and your family. Hey, it's Mandy Connell, and a great way to learn about long-term care is to join my friends from 525 Advisors for their upcoming free long-term care planning live webinar this Saturday morning at 9. You'll learn so much. 525 Advisors will explain how long-term care works, what the coverage pays for, and you'll discover all the new options and different ways to fund a plan. They even have plans with lifetime benefits that pay you back if you never use it. Then when you're ready, 525 Advisors will design a custom plan with you, just like they're doing for my husband and me right now. I love how much time they've spent with us, and it's not just me. Read the reviews. People love working with Brian and Madeline at 525 Advisors. So get the great peace of mind long-term care coverage gives you. Sign up now for the free live webinar this Saturday morning at 9. Sign up at 525longtermcare.com. That's 525longtermcare.com.
This is a critical message for folks affected by the Boulder County fires. I'm consumer advocate Mark Major. Your insurance company is not your friend. Their entire goal is to pay you the least amount of money. Don't be fooled by these snakes. Their adjusters are nothing but wolves in sheep's clothing. You need someone on your side fighting for you. You need Matt with Paragon Services. He's a public adjuster. Call Matt for free advice on how to deal with your insurance company. 719-726-0020.
519-726-0020.
Michael Brown here for American Financing. You know, we talk a lot about the economy, and you and I both know that we're facing uncertain times. But in the meantime, you might be sitting on a lot of equity in your home. I think it's time you talk to some of my personal friends at American Financing. They don't work on commission, and because they know I'm sending you to see them, they're going to work extra hard to find a mortgage, home equity loan, or equity cash out that's best suiting your financial needs. And they certainly are going to charge you any upfront or hidden fees. You can call them, tell them that I sent you, and I promise you'll get fantastic customer service and a personalized loan program that will prepare you for these uncertain economic conditions. So call American Financing and tell them you want to talk to one of Michael Brown. They'll take good care of you, I promise. 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000 or online, AmericanFinancing.net.
MLS 122334, regulated by the Division of Real Estate.
70% of the Fortune 100 choose Zoom. With phones, chat, workspaces, apps, events, and video in a single platform, Zoom powers all your communications. Large enterprises, small businesses, and individuals use the secure Zoom platform to enable new ways of working, learning, hosting events, and supporting their customers. And now you can save 15% on meetings, chat, and phone with the Zoom United bundle. Visit zoom.com/bundle. Zoom, how the world connects.
BC Powder knows life pushes us to the max. Work to the max. Family to the max. It can all mean pain to the max. So BC introduces new BC Max Strength. New BC Max relieves tough headaches and body pain at the speed of powder. Nothing stronger on pain without a prescription. Pain to the max. New BC Max. In a great tasting lemonade flavor.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed effortlessly adjusts in response to both of you. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. Don't miss our weekend special. Save up to $1,000 on Sleep Number 360 Smart Beds, plus free premium delivery when you add base. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
630 KHAL,
an iHeart radio station.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Jim, what do you want to know about debt collection? Hello, Jim. What's going on?
Hey, so I got a call about a debt that is 5 years, 11 months, and 24 days old.
Oh, wow. Did they file a lawsuit on it yet?
No, but that's my question is what point does that 6-year mark actually take effect?
Okay, that's a good question because some people say it's from the time you take the debt out, but it's not, because if you take the debt out and it's a 5 or 6 year loan or a 10-year loan, well, it doesn't expire on the 6th year. It's from the date it's due.
Okay, but I mean, so if they were to file a suit against...
Or hold on, the date it's due, hold on, or the last payment.
Last payment, yeah. So if they file a lawsuit, even though it go to court after that 6 years, can they still get a judgment?
No. Not unless you made a mistake on the tolling and it's not up and you think it's up. And remember, the 6 years is in Colorado. It might be different in different states.
Yeah, I'm in Colorado.
And what kind of debt?
It's a payday loan.
I don't know what they plan on doing, but it's going to be real hard. Have they bugged you before this?
No.
That's weird. And you haven't, when was the last time you made a payment?
5 years, 11 months, and 24 days.
Yep, that's exactly right. You're timing this right. How are you so good at keeping track of this? Did you want it to expire and you were waiting for it to expire?
Yeah, I've listened to you since I was 18 and I'm 33.
Okay, cool. Well, listen, man, here's the deal. I'm not saying, by the way, for those listening, well, the way to go, Tom, encouraging people not to pay their debt. I'm saying that legally if it expires, the statute of limitations says they can't get a judgment. They can't use the courts. It doesn't say they can't try to collect.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me.
Yeah, but there's not much they can do about it. They have no teeth. How much was the loan?
$200.
That's it?
Yep.
How much are they trying to collect now?
$700.
Still not that terrible. And by the way, why did you stop paying?
I didn't have any money.
Okay. Well, let me know what happens, okay? Since you're keeping good track of this. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. We're at the halftime mark. We got a lot of show to go. I'll go over some of these texts and YouTube comments and more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show, 303-713-TALK.
A lady gave the name of a moving company she liked. I have a guy asking, and I missed it.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Sevens. I got it. Seven Brothers. Yeah.
Oh, real Seven Brothers? Oh, I looked on your notes. I didn't see it, dang it. Seven Brothers Moving and Storage.
Really good.
Smells good in here, Tommy. Keep it up. Mine's on its way. It'll be here Wednesday.
So we got look. You still got YouTube up?
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy here, Paul Stenica, wants to give several of your list people
Kudos.
Kudos, yeah.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver, an iHeartRadio station, available everywhere on our free iHeartRadio app. #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one.
ABC News and Lionel Moyes. The Biden administration threatening to take back more than $170 million in COVID-19 relief funds from Arizona. This after the state proposed using the money to discourage schools from instituting mask mandates. FEMA Administrator Deanne Criswell says the agency will send additional funding to states coping with a surge in hospitalizations.
I am now directing an expansion of our FEMA policy to permit funding to states who elect to use their National Guard troops to fill these critical support roles in hospitals.
President Biden announcing that nearly $27 billion will be spent to repair about 15,000 bridges across the nation. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki would not say how the U.S. would respond if it is determined that Russia is behind the cyber attack on Ukrainian government websites.
We will take necessary and proper steps, of course, to defend our allies, support our partners, support the Ukrainian people, but we're still assessing that at this point in time.
The attack comes amid heightened tensions with Russia. This is ABC News. A court has ruled unconstitutional key provisions of a law championed by Texas Governor Greg Abbott.
In March of last year, Governor Greg Abbott promised to send thousands of state troopers to the Texas-Mexico border to arrest undocumented immigrants.
They will be charged with trespassing in the state of Texas. Those charges will lead them to being sent to jail.
District Judge Jan Soifer sided with attorneys who argue that Texas cannot unilaterally assume responsibility for border enforcement, a federal function. Shimon at ABC News, Dallas.
The NFL says it has no plans to move the Super Bowl from Los Angeles, where COVID-19 cases are soaring.
At the end of the day, it's a party, and it will be an amazing day in an amazing facility.
NFL Senior Director for Live Event Operations, Katie Keenan, says there will be COVID protocols at SoFi Stadium. College players make up almost 2/3 of the U.S. Olympic hockey roster for Beijing. The NHL opted not to take part in next month's Olympics. Lionel Moyes, ABC News.
Yes, Ms. Tubbs. No problem. I'll call someone about the plan. One of Beatrice's properties needs a new superintendent. Someone with handyman superpowers and a concierge alter ego.
See you in here.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast. Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
BC Power knows life pushes us to the max. Work to the max. Family to the max. It can all mean pain to the max. So BC introduces BC Max Strength. BC Max relieves tough headaches and to the max. New BC Max. Great tasting fruity flavor.
K-How News Time, 12:03. These representatives to return to the bargaining table in addition to higher wages. Workers want to feel safer on the job, and every company has its hands full.
What's up, gentlemen?
Hey, the major marker is on the moon.
What are you watching?
Oh, just some news story. So what happened?
It's kind of weird. They're going to put me on blood pressure meds, but they also said they're rechecking in 2 weeks and they might take me off of them.
What's your blood pressure meds?
Yeah, see, they don't know what to do because today my blood pressure wasn't too bad, but the last 3 times in the Kaiser system, it's been high as fuck, but it's because of the surgery, because I'm terrified. So, to give you an idea, they almost didn't do the surgery. I don't know if I told you guys this. Yeah, my blood pressure was like 180. They gave me a Valium or whatever. It went down to like 140 something. I just get fucking freaked out. But for the first time, for whatever reason, I'm in the doctor's office, and my blood pressure was okay. And there's something else I learned today, and I feel kind of stupid, man. Did you know when you take your blood pressure, you can't have like your legs crossed, you can't have your fucking you shouldn't be talking, your arms should be above your fucking heart and shit like this. Well, I never do that. I'm usually sitting. Oh, and your back's supposed to be supported. I'm usually sitting Indian style on my fucking bed. So we'll see.
Thank you, Higher Power.
What's going on here? Any cool calls?
Oh, yeah, just a lot, yeah. Moving call, Florida, same shit. Florida.
Hey, fucking move. Man, you guys watching that, you watching that new fucking, Joe Millionaire shit?
No.
It's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, what's good?
One of them, there's 2 guys this time instead of one. One's worth over $10 million. One's not. They're basically both making out with all the fucking chicks. It's crazy, man. I'd bet someone $10 this isn't fixed. Anybody want to bet? Huh? Of course not. So eventually, when this one goes out, I'm going to have to split with Talib. I can't split with Tom because you fucking jack it up too high. It blows my eardrum.
When one runs out, what do you mean runs out?
This one's broke. With that one, right now, that one sucks, but it's usable. Here, let me see yours real quick. Let me see that. See what?
Yesterday.
Listen, plug it in here. Listen, just listen.
Yesterday when you plug in over there,
Yeah,
my
what about
body
it?
dropped down.
Does that sound normal to you? I don't know what to tell you. It's totally normal. That's it. That's incredible. Then your headphones suck. That's perfectly clear. Now you got me all fucked up.
Mark, honest to God, it's perfectly clear.
Here, then
I'm not kidding.
Let's do it this way. This is a better way to do it. Here.
Perfect. Perfect.
Here. One more time.
Put them on his head and turn the knob, man. Turn the knob.
Now it's not.
Okay.
Okay, I know what it is. It's
the pots are wacky.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Not the pot, it's that opening.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. This hour brought to you by Harris Family Law, the place where they do collaborative law to keep your costs down. What the heck does that mean, collaborative law? Well, really, what it means is they will do what they can to keep the cost down by cooperating with the other side. That doesn't mean giving up your rights. It means doing things in a conversational way instead of filing motions all the time. It's called collaborative law. And really, they can handle any part of your divorce. They can do the whole thing or just part of it. You may just want to file and then hold on, or you just may want them to do some mediation with you. Whatever it is, they will do. HarrisFamilyLaw.com. Good people that you can trust. Call them. 303-515-5000. 303-515-5000. Now, We've been talking about a lot of stuff on the show today. One of the main, really, messages we have to get across is never, ever, ever use a mover out of South Florida, ever. Never. I mean, I think it's almost impossible to get an honest mover, but I'm going to give you some surefire tips on moving. First, there's something I keep adding to it, so I'm going to add to it. Never use a broker. How do you know a broker? A broker is someone who doesn't have an actual company. They don't own trucks. They sell the contract and make a fee. And they don't even care who they sell the contract to. But they're never going to admit to you they're a broker. So you have to do some digging. Never use a broker, ever, no matter where they are. Never use a broker. The other thing, never use a moving company out of Florida, ever. 98% of all rotten, disgusting, lying, cheating, scumbag movers are out of Florida. So, don't use a moving company out of Florida. Don't use a broker. If you find a mover, they have to own their own equipment, their own trucks. They have to be affiliated with a reputable national van line. And that's for sure. No money up front and a contract called guaranteed not to exceed. Now, we have some good movers on the referral list for local moves. I don't think we have over-the-road movers.
Yeah, we do.
We do? Okay, good.
Yeah,
Who?
amazing moves.
Do they go over the road?
Yeah, they just got a... Hold on,
I didn't know that, Mark. We have some other people called in about that they love. We always get good reports on Johnson Moving and Storage. They've been around 100 years. We just got another call today about seven...
Okay, hold on.
Seven brothers.
It is. It's actually American Moving. So they're great local movers, but now they're also part of the, is it pronounced Beacons?
Beacons. Oh, good. They are good people. No, they are really good people. Is that Gabriel over there?
Gabriel is the owner.
Yeah, they're good people. We got good reports. They're not on the referral list about this company in Golden, Seven Brothers Moving and Storage. We also got good reports about Johnson Moving and Storage. They're not on the referral list. But, by the way, what we try to do is tell you where the trends are. And right now, one guy, is it a YouTube comment or was it a text? He ordered something and parts were missing and the box was open. He wondered what was going on. As I mentioned, a lot of train robberies are happening. The freight trains in California are being jacked open. Packages are being rummaged through. They even are throwing some of them out onto the rail yard. And there are thousands of packages being destroyed. And they're not doing any punishment whatsoever. Zero. So train robbery is another free crime along with shoplifting. And along with, shoplifting, smash and grab, carjackings are up. And, in fact, carjackings around the country are up some astounding amount. Shootings. I mean, do you understand? Does anyone realize that this country is going to hell right now? Does anyone realize that? And, by the way, don't bother going to King Soopers. Most departments are closed. Shelves are bare. It sucks. It sucks. So I don't know.
Did you see those local reports on our own Union Station downtown?
Oh, that is a hellhole. Oh no, never.
Our mayor sucks. It's literally a hellhole down there. People taking craps in the middle of the road. I've never seen anything.
No, but Mark, that's the whole attitude in the country. Somehow we got the message that it's okay to be an F up. It's okay not to care. It's okay to commit crime. The only crime you can't commit is a face mask. You can't not wear a face mask. You know, that's the only crime that's going to be punished, is if you don't wear a face mask. I mean, other than that, it's open season on crime, especially consumer crime. I feel so sorry for consumers. And porch pirates, they go on. But there's nothing. Listen, we don't have enough police. And police don't want to be police anymore because they've been crapped on.
Well, imagine if you took all the time, risked your life to arrest somebody for some form of robbery, and then they're let go by the DA. You wouldn't want to do it either.
303-713-8255. Welcome to the show. We really are, it is really every man for himself. It really is right now. I mean, we can't depend on anyone to help us. And white-collar crime is way up. Frauds are way up. Cybercrime is way up. Nothing is being prosecuted. Petty bullcrap's being prosecuted. I'm serious. Vaccines, masks, people, I mean, that kind of thing. I mean, real crime is going unpunished, especially consumer crime. So people, the reason I'm telling you this is we're going to try to expose as many people as we can. But if you give money up front, there's a good chance you're never going to see any work or any money.
Did you see the CDC is finally acknowledging these cloth masks that everybody wears? Like 99%, we all have the same masks. It's like a piece of tissue with a rubber band on it. They're finally acknowledging...
Cloth mask or paper?
Just the paper mask, the cheap mask, or even a cloth mask. So now what they're saying is they need
N95.
And old Sanders up there, you know, Kentucky
sending
Fried
out free.
Yeah, he wants to send out 3 masks to every person. I don't know. It's like I woke up in the damn Twilight Zone.
Okay, but we are here to solve problems. Gene, you have a comment or two. Go ahead, Gene.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Tom. This is Gene, the roller skater. I just had 2 knee replacements.
I often wonder why people identify themselves as certain ways. Like we have Steve the painter. We have
well, you're a pilot.
We have I don't identify myself that way. We have the other guy, the truck driver. I like him. What's his name?
Lee the truck driver.
Lee the truck driver. Then we have different people, but every time Gene calls, he wants to let us know he's a roller skater. I don't know why, but okay, go ahead. What comments do you have?
Well, I have 2 comments, okay? Probably the main one is, besides there's my knee replacements, I had partial knees.
Yeah.
By Panorama.
Yeah.
And, some people have full knees, but I would recommend partial. I don't know.
Why? Tell me why they only did a partial knee.
Because that's all that was needed.
Oh.
One of our seniors at the Senior Mac Center here at Westminster, he had a full replacement. He had 5 of them. And I told him, well, you better change doctors. Anyway, he didn't like that. Anyway, Doc, Tom, I know you're busy. The union, a comment about the union, okay?
Go ahead.
I was 45 years in the Teamsters Union, and I do get a pension, okay? And a lot of them guys from King Soopers, they'll be retiring with a pension also. So that's one of the benefits.
Okay. Well, I'm not telling you that unions don't have a place. I don't know if it's what it used to be, but then again, you know, they have to be credited with a lot of workers' rights in the past. They really do. Johnny, what's happening with you, Johnny? Johnny? I'm going to let Johnny. Yeah. What's going on, man?
Johnny's here, Johnny.
Yeah, what's happening?
Hey, Council, good morning. My name is Johnny. I'm a 70-year-old Vietnam veteran. Hold on a second.
70 years old, a Vietnam veteran. Go ahead, Johnny. I'm listening.
Okay, am I on the air?
Yeah, do you want to be? Yeah, you are on the air, Johnny.
Yeah, no problem. I don't have nothing to hide. Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
What are you smoking, bro?
Okay, so...
No, Johnny, I didn't ask you that. Go ahead. What's going on, man?
Okay, look, so I've been in lockdown for 2 years due to the pandemic.
Yes.
And I don't drive or anything, and I just got a ticket in my house for harassment. And
Johnny, you've been in your house the whole time?
Yeah, for 2 years. 2 years I've been locked down in Aurora.
And you're a veteran, and you're 70, and you got a summons in your house. Hold on. We'll come back and talk about this. Hang on.
voice that emphasizes all in. So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual Insurance Company customizes your home insurance so you only pay for what you need.
That part is super important.
Here's one with a booming voice.
I'm emphasizing everything.
Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance.
Like a pig, with every word highlighted.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, liberty,
Liberty, liberty.
liberty, liberty, liberty.
Rocky Mountain IV Medics. Those are people that give IV therapy in the comfort of your home, your office, in my case, the studio. They've even gone to truck stops to meet over-the-road truckers. They will give you IV where it's convenient for you, whether it be for hydration, vitamins, migraines, or if you have the flu and want to get over it and you need a boost. IV therapy is the most common therapy there is for almost everything. It doesn't interfere with anything. It helps you. Now, they have medics that come to your home, or nurses, and by the way, it doesn't cost any more than going to a clinic. Why would you ever go to a clinic to have it done when you can do it at home? Rocky Mountain IVMedics.com. Now, you can call or text for same-hour appointments. 720-987-2155. 720-987-2155. Mark,
this
let's
is
talk
Brent Ivinson with Ideal Home Loans, and we're always looking forward in the new year, and we've got something else for you to look forward to. Increased loan amounts. That's right, you can now borrow more money whether you're buying or refinancing and still access the lowest available interest rate in the market. To find out more,
Master Rooter. That's it. And try to start it without saying check it out.
I never do.
Oh, fuck.
You call me on it then. You tried, bro. Point it out once. Check it out, Master Rooter Plumbing.
You got to love these guys, and let me tell you why. If you want a plumber sent to your house that's insured and they're good people and they know what they're doing, for free, for a free estimate, not including trip charges or any of that, a free estimate, Master Rooter Plumbing are your guys. And if you ever have been told by any other company that you need sewer line replacement, check this out. They'll come out, they'll do a free second opinion, including the camera down the sewer line, and they'll show you what is actually going on live, and that's free as well. Master Rooter Plumbing on a referral list at referrallist.com for over 10 years. 720-434-3406. You got to write this down, 720-434-3406.
So many people have told me about Orchard, and
You were missed this morning, young man.
I'm glad I went and saw my doc about my blood pressure. They had me all freaked out at the fucking hospital right before surgery. Your blood pressure, if it's any higher, I'm like, you fuckers terrify me. I don't know what to tell you. Then they slip me some Valiums and I'm fine.
I told you I went to the doctor to have him look at my knee, and she took my blood pressure 3 times. Then she started having me squeeze her fingers and push my foot and stuff. She says, you know, if your blood pressure had not gone down just a little bit, I was about to call the emergency across the street and have the ambulance come and get you.
So you got white coat syndrome too?
No. I didn't realize that I had a blood pressure issue at the time.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Oh, man.
Dude, I'm a fucking nut. I take my blood pressure all the time, always have, even when my blood pressure was perfect.
I do it now.
Yeah.
But she's the hell out of me.
What are you on? What do they put you on? Is it an ACE inhibitor?
Yeah, it's an old Masartan. I don't know if it's an ACE inhibitor.
It's either that or a water pill. There's like two different. Does it take salt out of your body? That's an ACE inhibitor,
The
basically.
first thing that they gave me took salt out of my body, had me cramped up like nobody's business. Then she changed out to 2 things. I got some sort of water pill.
I did it on purpose.
Check it out. And I had this old Masartan thing.
I like that fucking deli.
You like my shirt?
What's your BP meds?
Sartan.
That's what they just put.
It's really good.
They said they'll recheck me.
Well,
in 2
it's
weeks.
actually
with an L or an O.
No, it's part of a Losartan.
It's the same shit.
Yeah.
It's the most popular. It's really good.
They said they're going to recheck me in 2 weeks and they might take me off of it.
You know, Mark, there's nothing wrong with it. be getting it. I mean,
No, they said the only thing that
it really will help you
is if it's lower.
No,
If it's too low.
Yeah, but it's going down, then
Can I tell you
I would
something?
get off of it if I could get off of it.
Blood pressure wears your body out.
Yes.
And that's going to kill you before anything, and you don't even know it because there's no symptoms.
What does it usually do? So ultimately, is it a stroke, a heart attack?
Stroke, maybe. Of course, a stroke needs more than just high blood pressure. It needs something to block.
But I mean, if everything else is cool,
Okay, if
someone
everything
just
else is
has
cool.
high blood.
If you just have high blood pressure, like an aneurysm,
Fuck that.
Yeah, blow your brains out.
That might be what is.
or you could have that kind of a stroke, that one, an aneurysm. But as far as just high blood pressure, though, it is bad for you. It wears your body out. It wears your organs out. I mean, you're just pumping too much pressure.
It's like high pressure water. It's like Paul the Waterman talks about having too much.
By the way, low blood
in your
pressure, very seldom really bad problems with blood.
Well, Suzanne can get to the point where hers is so low she can pass out.
Yeah, but then she'll come right to it. I mean,
Well, I'm saying, for some people it can be an issue. All she's got to do is eat something, then she's fine. Hers only gets really that bad is if she's fasting for a while. She's never passed out that I know of from it, but she'll be like, oh my God.
Sure, that's not blood sugar.
You know what? I don't know.
That sounds
Her blood pressure will get low as fuck, man. Fuck, she works out like, fuck, man. You know, over the holidays.
But high blood pressure has nothing to do with it.
No, but I'm
Well,
saying.
actually, it does. I mean, you can lower it naturally to a degree. But
Well, the
some
list
people-
they gave me, number one, like most things, fucking
Salt.
weight loss. Well, yeah, if you're a big sodium guy.
I am.
What do you eat salt with?
The salt.
You
Hi,
salt yourself.
Tom Martino, your
Troubleshooter. Genesis Total Exteriors is a company that does everything from the roof to the decks to outbuildings, and that means if you have storm damage, they can put it all on one invoice and deal with your insurance company. They're great people. GenesisTotalExteriors.com. I've known Mark for many, many years. Mark, I don't think we get complaints about Szymanski.
Well, no.
I mean,
considering the
minor
amount of
stuff.
work he does. He owns a solar company. He owns the exteriors, and he does stuff great.
Yeah. So for your insurance losses, all on one estimate, one company to deal with, 303-679-8509, GenesisTotalExteriors.com. All right. Now, Johnny, okay, you're 70 years old, a Vietnam vet. By the way, thanks for your service, and thanks for calling us. You're at home. You've been at home. You hardly go out. And you got some kind of summons for threats and obscenities. What does that mean? Somebody complained. Who complained, Johnny?
Neighbor that lives 6 feet from me, right above me. She's home all day too for the year and a half that I've been here. I never
Johnny.
talked to her in my whole life.
Now, is she an elderly woman?
She's about the same age, probably younger than me. She's probably about 65.
Okay. And what did she say that you did?
First of all, she called the PAR officer. That's the perimeter officer for the neighborhood, and told him a lie. She said that I was threatening to shoot her.
Oh, my God. You were threatening to shoot her?
Yes, because I made a comment to her on and off boyfriend one day because we don't get along.
All right, make sure, Johnny, I just want to remind you on the radio, so if you did say something that was off color, I don't want to hear it right here. Okay, but, so what did you say to him?
When the officer showed up, I said, well, I was filming him. And he said, why are you filming me? Because I said, I don't get any visitors. So long story short, why are you here? He says, because you're your neighbor. So I said, okay, so why don't you get us together so we can talk about it and cure it right there? He didn't. He sent a cop up there, and then the cop came down. I said, what'd she say? She said, oh, I don't have no problems with him. I just want to get along. Okay, so then I said, could you please get us together so we can talk it out? Because I live next to her 6 feet away, right?
Okay.
So what happens? I left, and then it was bugging me all day. I had nobody to go with me, so I knocked on her door. When I knocked on her door, she calls SWAT on me, and SWAT shows up and trigger happy and wrote me up for harassment.
Hold on, Johnny. Did SWAT, not just police, are you sure it was SWAT?
No. I have their cards, sir, both cards, the par officer and the SWAT officer.
Did the woman call and say you went to the door with a gun?
No. I don't know what she said. They wouldn't tell me. She lied. She went and told them that the cops have been here several times for the same incident, which is a lie. They're only there once. The par officer, which
and so what? They left you with a summons, right?
Yes, sir, and I got the summons. I just want to tell you real quick. I know you're busy. The harassment charge is the title, all right? You got 4 categories. You got harmful, painful, offensive contact, following in public, threats and obscenities, telephone not legitimate purpose, insults, taunts, and challenges. I just won me a threats and obscenities charge and didn't even have to leave my house.
Wait, you just won? Oh,
I'm saying that's what I just got me.
Oh, I got it.
Okay. Summons and complaint, and I got to be to court February 8th. And my questions to you, doctor, is there any way we can settle this? I mean, I tried calling the DA, and they won't call me back. A lawyer I called, you had online, he told me they ain't never going to call you. So my question is this: couldn't I talk to the DA and tell her that this lady's 911?
In other words, right. But you can do that. There's usually a pretrial conference, Johnny. But usually you have to go there. Are you trying not to go there?
No, I live 2 blocks from there. I want to go, but this is embarrassing for me.
Okay. Let's call Joe Lazaro. Hold on. Let's call our criminal defense attorney and see if he can help us through this on the steps you should take.
And I'm in a bad way because it's a female DA. Now I'm really going to be in a bad way.
Not necessarily, but if you didn't do anything, she's got to have some. Listen, man.
Am I the only one that thinks it's a little crazy? SWAT showed up and he didn't do anything at all? I mean, nothing, not even a misunderstanding? You're sitting around doing nothing and SWAT shows up?
No. He knocked on her door, Mark.
Okay.
She's going to say there's a guy at the door with a gun.
That's not on lockdown.
No, but hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, look, I was knocking on her door and I was pissed. So I knocked a little louder and I knew she was in there hiding, so I knocked louder. And that really got me angry. I went down and I threw a pebble out her window.
Okay. So you scared the woman, Johnny.
And threw rocks at her.
All right, Johnny.
I wanted her to come out and face me. I never knocked on her door ever in my whole life in a year and a half.
I'd want SWAT to show up, too.
I don't know if I'd want SWAT, but I'd know that it might not be as innocent as you think. She might be afraid. Are you a big guy, Johnny?
Yeah, and the cop said she's intimidated by me because I'm like 6 foot, 290 pounds.
Well, that's what it is, bro. That's what it is.
But we spoke before.
But you're sitting there banging on her door, man.
Throwing pebbles.
Because she sent a cop to my house, and I don't know why. And after we were on good terms until she got a boyfriend.
But let's say this, Johnny. Let's just say for argument's sake, she's crazy. You're not going to get a good reason. And you're not going to reason with her. You just have to just stay away.
Yeah, that's what I did. And another question, doctor, is I cut contact. It's been a week now, and I'm going to do it for 30 days. So when I show up for the DA and say, look, 30 days have passed, we haven't had an incident. This incident is cured. Is there any way we can get it?
That's what you do. Yeah, that's what you do. Let's call our defense attorney and see what recommendations he might have. You can ask for a pretrial conference. Now, I got to ask you a very important question, which goes to the pretrial conference. And you got to answer honestly. Have you ever been arrested for anything before?
Not in Colorado.
Okay. So where and when?
Oh, I'm not going to get into that, counsel.
All right. So here's the problem, Johnny. They're going to know. And they're going to look. And that's going to count. We're trying to help you, okay? Nobody cares here what you've done in the past. We're trying to help you. So if we're going to get our defense attorney on to give some recommendations, we're going to have to know what you were arrested for and when you were arrested, just general background information. We want to help.
Was arrested for? I don't know.
What's happened?
What do you think he was arrested for?
If he's got something violent on there, he's fucked, man. Yeah, you're what do you say, 65, 70-year-old woman, whatever. Some guy's knocking like this, yelling at you. The next thing you know, it's like this, and he's yelling at you. Then it's like this. Then he's throwing shit at your window. That's pretty fucked up, man.
It is totally.
It's pretty fucked up.
Kind of bought his own ticket.
It's pretty fucked up, Doc.
Kind of bought his own ticket if he was doing all that just to find out why she called the police.
Yeah. Why'd you call the cops on me, you old bitch?
Now I know why.
That shit's crazy, man.
Roddy says he better ask. He bet he asked her out and got rejected. No love connection, huh?
That's right, counsel.
Carjacking spree in New York City.
What are you gonna do?
In New York City. Roddy's just rolled off in my car.
Colorado Pain Care. Man, I love that place. I go there. I went there for a chronic pain I had that they eradicated. Then I went there for an acute pain due to some injury working out. I went a few times. I mean, I have them on speed dial. But seriously, they'll work with your major insurance companies, and they do Colorado Pain Care, Sport, and Spine because they know that's where most injuries come from. People playing hard and their backs. 303-GOT-PAIN. For your evaluation, 303-GOT-PAIN, and they get to work right away, people you will love. And a new office, mention Martino, you get a free stainless water bottle on your first visit. ColoradoPainCare.com, 303-GOT-PAIN.
All right, check it out. If you were affected by those fires, and I'll even go a little further here, if you've ever had any issue in the past 2 years with your insurance company, these people aren't your friends. Maybe it was hail damage like me, and my insurance company said, guess what? You have no damage. Then I call Matt at Paragon Services. He gets me a check for $70,000. Or if you were affected by the Granby fires, and they only offered you $700,000 or $800,000 for your total loss, your burned down house, and Matt gets involved and gets you $2.1 million. You need to call a public adjuster, and you want to call the guy I like. His name is Matt Stanford. He does a kick-ass job for you. He fights for you, and for free, he'll look over your policy and look over the offer your insurance company is making and give you the best advice. You need to talk to him. 719-726-0020. Paragon Services on the referral list at referrallist.com. 719-726-0020.
Your car is worth more right now than any time in the past, and that's pretty exciting.
I gotta call these cats real quick, Jack. I gotta call these guys, Doc. I'm gonna start calling people Doc and Counselor.
I do it all the time, Doc.
How about Counselor? All right, Counselor.
I don't know. I don't use Counselor, but I call him Doc all the time.
All right, you stick with Doc. I'll take Counselor.
Okay, Doc.
Doc or Counselor.
Get more info at thesharpest.com.
As we age, we can't always plan on good health, but you can plan long-term care coverage to give peace of mind to you and your family. Hey, it's Mandy Call, and a great way to learn about long-term care is to join my friends from 525 Advisors for their upcoming free long-term care planning live webinar this Saturday morning at 9. You'll learn so much. 525 Advisors will explain how long-term care works, what the coverage pays for, and you'll discover all the new options and different ways to fund a plan. They even have plans with lifetime benefits that pay you back if you never use it. Then when you're ready, 525 Advisors...
Yeah, I wanted to see how much a room would be.
I love how much time they've spent with us, and it's not just me. Read the reviews. People love working with Brian and Madeline at 525 Advisors. Get the great peace of mind long-term care coverage gives you. Sign up now for the free live webinar this Saturday morning at 9. Sign up at 525longtermcare.com. That's 525longtermcare.com.
NeoU is my new favorite fitness app, and at $3.99 a month, I can't believe everything I get. Real-time coaching, daily live workouts where I can see my friends, plus thousands of on-demand classes like strength, boot camp, yoga, and more. I'm obsessed with NeoU's interactive workouts where my instructors can see and talk to me. And when you sign up for a 60-day free trial by January 31st, you'll pay just $3.99 a month. Sign up now at neoufitness.com. That's neoufitness.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Allen with Restore Osteo, Colorado. What activity would you enjoy if your knees didn't hurt? Have you wondered if there's an alternative surgery?
I got to turn my heat on, actually, over at the house. It's a kid's weekend. How's the weather outside when you get in?
Castle Rock, it was snowing and foggy, but nothing crazy. Out here, it wasn't nearly as bad.
It whooped up in the windows here for a minute.
Hey, text Shemansky, see if he's going to be up there by any chance.
Where?
Blackhawk.
What does he do?
He fucking is the main contractor for it's not Harvey's Wagon Wheel anymore. Johnny Z's. Does a remodel of the rooms. I mean, ad shit. He's big up there, man.
Wow.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Learn more and sign up now at smartbundle.com. This tax filing season could be one for the record books. There are thousands of dollars worth of new tax credits on the table, and Jackson Hewitt will help make sure you get every one you deserve. Tax credits for being a parent, taking care of a parent, taking classes, and so much more. Don't leave thousands on the table. Jackson Hewitt will make sure you get credit for all you do, and get your biggest refund guaranteed. Learn more and find your nearest location at jacksonhewitt.com.
Get your weekend started with Denver's Dollars and Cents radio show with Troy and Lori Hampshire of Hampshire Wealth Management. They'll be talking about ways to make your retirement dollar go even further. Saturday mornings at 6 here on 630 KHOW, Denver's talk station. So, you want the highest price for your home? Listen Saturday mornings, 8 a.m. to our Barry and Larry Home Seller Show.
Was theirs in Mexico? Did we try like Craynac for the Johnny call?
Denver's talk station. Online at khow.com.
All right.
He's weak there. I mean, maybe Fuller, he's done criminal if he feels like it.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. We're trying to call a defense attorney for Johnny to give him some advice, but really, if he has any kind of a record in the past, I know that he probably didn't do what he thinks he did or what she thinks he did. We're not trying to paint him as guilty, but sometimes you might just want to just make this thing go away, Johnny. I mean, you don't want a record, but if it's something like, misdemeanor, maybe disturbing the peace, who knows? Something like that, they might want to make a deal. So, Johnny, was the arrest, how many years ago was the arrest, if you had one?
Oh, wait, Johnny. Okay, look, counsel, my question is, I want to cure this down here at the courthouse on Alameda, City Hall of Aurora, and I'm trying to get a hold of the DA, and I was told by a professional lawyer that works on your station that she's not going to call me.
Right.
So I gave up on that. So now I'm just wondering, since I only live 2 blocks from the courthouse, do you think if I was to walk down there and try to talk to her,
I think you could end up being arrested, and I'm telling you the truth, Johnny. I think that if you really just want to talk to them, what you need to do is this, okay? You need to talk and ask if you can have a pretrial conference or something about this charge. Just ask, say, look, don't just talk to the DA. Say, can I speak? First of all, is it the DA or is it the city attorney handling it?
It's the municipal court, city attorney.
Okay, then ask. Okay, then ask the city attorney or assistants or any of her assistants if they can have a pretrial conference or a pre-hearing conference with you because you want to try to take care of it. They do want to dispose of cases. That might be the easiest way. Again, he's being a little coy about his past, and it would help if we knew because we could give you better advice, Johnny. We could. Lewis, what's happening with you? Hello, Lewis.
Thank you for taking my call.
Yes, sir.
My wife and I hired a tile installation contractor who we found because my sister-in-law works for the guy. He's a one-man operation with my sister-in-law. So in the beginning, we came and looked at our floor. We have a slab-on-grade concrete floor.
What's the name of his company, Lewis?
Redstone Construction.
Okay, and how does he know your daughter?
He's actually like dating my sister-in-law.
Oh, he's dating your sister-in-law. Got it.
So, she kind of pumped him up and said, hey, he's got 45 plus years experience. And they were doing a tile job at the Capitol building. So we're like, well, obviously, it sounds like he knows what he's doing. So we got a bid from him. And when we came out and looked at my floor, almost all of my expansion joints have like heaved. So the floor is not flat. It kind of goes uphill towards where the expansion joints are.
All right,
And
but here's what matters. What did you contract him to do, and what is he not doing?
We contracted him to not level, but flatten the floor so he could lay the tile. So the whole contract was about $25,000. He was going to come in here, and he said maximum of 40 bags of floor leveler, and he was going to fix those spots.
Did he have to remove tile to flatten it?
Well, right now he's got about 500 square feet of tile laid, and there's probably 10 of them that are kind of sticking up, or some go uphill towards where the...
Did we talk about this before?
No.
Okay, we had a similar call once, not about this guy, but about floor leveling and concrete. So anyway, here's what I want to say. You paid him to flatten the floor and lay tile. How much did you pay up front?
We paid him $17,500 because he said he had to order the tile. It's a travertine stone tile, so it's a very expensive.
All right, so you paid $17,500, and is the work almost done?
No, we've got probably 1,700 square feet total, and he's done about 500. And then Monday, when they showed up, I said, hey, when they came in, I said, hey, I've got a couple concerns. There's a couple tiles sticking up like a good quarter of an inch or more. I mean, it's almost a tripping hazard. And I was very calm, cool, collected. And then that night, he sent my wife a nasty letter saying that I was hostile, I was mean, angry.
And he's not coming back?
Well, he came back after that. He told my wife he didn't want me around the house while he was working.
Fine. That's fine. Where does it stand today?
Today, he's ignoring us. We sent him a message last night and said we still have concerns. And he's basically ignoring us now.
When you say ignoring you, is he refusing to finish?
Not yet. I mean, he hasn't said one way or the other.
What's his name?
We even volunteered. Volunteered to go by.
What's his name?
His name is Scott. I think the last name is Forkham.
Okay. So Scott Forkham.
Scott what?
Scott Forkham.
Forkham.
Now listen, he's dating your sister-in-law, and you decided that was good enough to get him on there to do the job. He was going to flatten the floor, lay tile. You paid $17,500 up front, which is a whole boatload of money. And where's the rest of the tile? Is it all at your place?
All the tile is sitting here in my living room.
How much of tile did the tile cost?
He claimed that the reason he needed the $17,000 was because that's what the tile cost. I've never seen a receipt for the tile.
Well, you don't have to see a receipt. You took him at his word. He doesn't have to prove
him at his word.
And how much did he say? How much did he say the whole job was going to be?
$24,000. It's basically we owe him $7,500 when he's done. So about $25,000.
Okay.
Total.
Hold on. So, where do you think it's going? You think he's going to stop working?
Well, I'm kind of thinking that he might stop working, and we even sent him a message and said we're willing to buy out of our pocket. We're willing to pay for another 30 bags of floor leveler, which in his contract it said that he would use up to 40 bags of leveler to get this floor correct. And he's used 10 so far. He showed up with 10 bags. And I mean, he's tiling over stuff that's not flat. So tiles are sticking up.
Listen, Lewis, he doesn't have the ability. It's pretty clear. He doesn't know what he's doing. You might just want to just keep the tile. You are willing to buy more floor leveling. You may just fire him and keep the tile. Just make sure you have all the tile. Do you have any more floor leveling or not?
I went to Lowe's and bought 36 bags of it this morning.
I'm telling you that you probably want to stop him right now in his tracks and tell him that you just want to get it finished from someone else. You don't believe he has the skill. I'm serious. I mean, don't throw good money after bad at this point. Don't do it. I mean, I don't have confidence.
And I mean, I've been worried because, this is my sister-in-law and they're trying to work on a relationship. But the tile, this is a very expensive travertine. There's 4 different sizes.
Is this your wife's sister?
Yes.
Okay.
And he's put it, these tiles are so tight, there is nowhere to put grout between them.
So how much? He put down 500 square feet?
About 500 square feet, yes.
That's going to have to be ripped out.
It has to be, man. You got to have grout in between or they'll just crack everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, and when I talked to my sister-in-law, and I said, does he put the little plastic things between the tile? And she's like, oh, no, he's so good that he doesn't have to do that.
Yeah, right.
But if you look at the tile, I mean, it's butt tied up against each other in most of it. So it's like there's nowhere to put grout.
Well, you got a problem, man. I would not have him back in my house. But here's what I'm saying. He probably doesn't have the money to pay anything. You're lucky. See, if you have the tile and really, if all your losses are 500 square feet of tile you got to ruin, I don't know, does all of the 500 square feet have to be taken off?
Well, if you wanted to grout in between any of it,
yeah, then you have to. Okay. So you would have that cost for removal. And how much was the tile per square foot? Do you know?
I don't know what he paid for it.
Listen, that's going to be your best solution. If you want, we'll get somebody to call him. But what do you do with a clown that knows nothing and doesn't have money? The people, how many times do I have to tell you? Use referralist.com. You're taking a gamble if you don't.
He needs to slide right on up out of that.
Report is sponsored by Jackson Hewitt.
A pocket of slower traffic north at I-25 from 6th Avenue through to Spear, but overall the I-25 drive is in good shape. Our major problem spots are off the highways. Alameda is closed at Dayton if you're traveling eastbound because of an accident there. There's a crash at 56th and Piccadilly. Happy Canyon Road, Castle Pines.
Yeah, that's down there behind me.
With an accident in Havana and Isla. Fox 31.
So you're up right near that hotel?
I can literally see you standing in your room in that hotel from my house.
That close to that hotel?
That community that's right next to it, on the south side, that's me.
It's a mile.
Get your biggest refund guaranteed. Jackson Hewitt Tax Pros will help find thousands worth of new tax credit, so you get every dollar you deserve. So why wait? Schedule an appointment with one of their tax pros and learn more at jacksonhewitt.com.
Ideal home loans for your next ideal home loan.
And I say that for many reasons. First, the interest rate guarantee. It's ideal because you have a 2-year guarantee. If rates go down, they refinance you free of charge. And guess what? When you close, you get another 2-year guarantee. And then another, and then another. IdealHomeLoans.com. They also have the credit optimization. You might be approved, and you figure, why do they want to do anything to my credit? Because they may get you into another credit tier, a better credit tier, and that means you get better pricing on things. They had one guy pay down a balance just by a few bucks, saved him $200 a month. Okay, in addition to those things, they have the pick-your-own term loan. So you can get the lower rate, but you don't have to go back to 30 or 15. You can pick whatever term you want. IdealHomeLoans.com. And the pre-approval is like a cash deal if you're out shopping, because the money is set aside for you and you're approved. You just have to find the house and close. IdealHomeLoans.com, 303-867-7000. Okay, let's talk about estate planning. You know, estate planning is an important part of everyone's life. I like Blake Harris Law because he answers your questions free of charge. All you have to do is call him. And then if you want to hire him, you do. Now, I had a friend that did this. He called. He got answers right away when his wife died. That afternoon, believe it or not, Blake answered his questions. Then he hired them to take care of the estate. And all of the rates are quoted up front. BlakeHarrisLaw.com. Ask your questions, and you don't pay until you actually hire him. 833-ASK-BLAKE.
You know, it is so hard, honestly, to find a great plumber that actually offers great and reasonable pricing. It's almost impossible. Home services in general have become crazy. That's why I really like the guys at Master Rooter. They've been on a referral list for about 15 years. On top of that, they give free estimates right here in the Denver metro area. I've seen them save people up to 50%, literally 50%, from the competition when it comes to sewer line replacement. They own their own excavation company. They do free second opinions. Write this number down. Someday you're going to need a plumber, and you're going to want one that knows what they're doing and has good pricing. 720-434-3406, or you can find Master Rooter Plumbing on our referral list at referralist.com.
Donnie here with Fitness Gallery. We are loving how thousands of people have found out just how safe and convenient it is to work out in your own home. There's never been a better.
He's the executive chef. He ain't there cooking.
Oh, right. But one of the people that won his competition runs it. And then we're hitting my favorite steakhouse the next night. Pre-Metallica. STK. Their fucking tasting menu.
I might just fly in and have dinner with you guys and let y'all enjoy the concert.
You got to check out STK here, man.
God, Metallica. Do they bring wheelchairs?
No. I went to.
That's not my band demographic.
You know what they're getting for our loose seats now?
What?
1,000 a piece. I'm just going to put them up for 1,100 a piece the last two.
Are you gonna wait? Or
I'm going to put. Actually, what I might do is put them up right now for like 1,300 a piece, and then just lower them.
You gonna do background checks on the buyers or anything?
I don't. As long as they fucking pay me, I'm going to sell them through StubHub. It's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Say 13 ODL.
No, I won't say that until closer. I think they're actually going to go up in value.
That's not them now.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they look like now. There's Kirk. He's kind of gray. Yeah.
Kirk's all long-haired gray.
There's their youngest.
Oh, they don't look terrible.
No,
Robert
they're
Trujillo
good
looks
shape.
pretty good.
They're good shape. I think they cleaned their act up over the years, you know.
He quit drinking for a long time.
Yeah.
He started drinking again, but he quit drinking for a long time.
That'll be good.
Now he drinks in moderation.
Well, they were one of the most famous metal bands ever.
They still are. They fill Pepsi Stadium, or they fill football stadiums. They don't play at anything but football.
You know who's playing the next night? Billy Joel. So you can actually buy dual tickets to Metallica, Billy Joel if you want.
Check this out. Metallica sold out day one. We're talking, general admission shit. Fucking Billy Joel still had tickets a month ago.
That's odd.
Not really.
I thought Billy Joel's pretty popular.
Oh, I remember this. This is what I remember.
Didn't he have a residency for a while?
This is what I remember right here. And look at this fucker now.
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
That's the old member. This is Dave Mustaine. He's not in the band. He hasn't been in the band in years.
He's Megadeth's guy.
But these three are the original.
That's Cliff Burton, babe.
That's not Cliff Burton. That's Dave Mustaine. I don't care what you say. You can argue all day long. I know exactly who that is. I know what Dave Mustaine looks like.
I saw Metallica. Well, maybe it wasn't that. Well, it was a long time ago, but I saw them at, what did you call it? It wasn't.
Where are they pulling that black?
Madison Square Garden?
No, Mile High. But it wasn't, no, it was indoors on McNichols.
Oh,
that's way back.
Yeah, McNichols. I saw Frank Sinatra there.
Did Metallica open for him?
No, but Metallica.
Suzanne saw Lady Gaga.
Fucking Metallica.
I saw her when she opened up her New Kids on the Block reunion tour 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
And Lady Gaga opened up. Man, tell me that's not insane. I got 2 tickets, bro. 1,300 apiece. You and Stephanie can come to Metallica.
to win $1,000. Just listen at 5 past hour for the keyword to enter.
Would you go? Would you go if I sold them to you at cost?
Who's Wolverine? Wolverine. Never heard. What does that mean? Partners with Wolverine.
I'm probably one of the biggest Metallica fans, but I wasn't a metalhead, man. I never got into the other ones.
No, me neither. But I like some of them.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Deputy Doc has a follow-up for us. This guy called and said, hey, they're doing some, I don't know, repair, remodeling, whatever, in our condo building, and there's asbestos right out in the everywhere. And he says the air's polluted, the management company verified it, but no one is doing anything to abate it or trap it or, you know, protect others. Is that true, Deputy Doc?
Well, yes. So I called the management company, and of course I had to leave a message. But in the meantime, I told Peter to call the city, and he actually got hold of Jeff Wolf, who is an environmental investigator.
Good.
And he is there. And he is there now.
Good.
With the mitigation team. And everything, according to Peter, is being taken care of.
Unbelievable.
Look, staying healthy is...
Unbelievable. That is good shit, Doc. That's good shit. I love it.
Oh, Doc. Trying to get his average up with Marty's.
Okay.
Tommy, lady said you were talking about a poodle breeder last week. She wanted to know the name of the breeder.
Poodle breeder? My poodle breeder?
Yes, I mean, besides...
What poodle do you have?
Did you get a
The
poodle?
one, no, when we bought Julie.
I remember that little pup. How's that thing doing?
Oh, wait a second. I need the name of the breeder.
Yeah, I gotta look. I'll look. I got.
How big is that thing now?
I'm gonna show you.
That was a full standard poodle, right?
Fucking cute dog. Let me see. We got so many pictures of this fucking
What's that?
dog.
Standards, I like standards.
Yeah, they're cool, man.
You know they're not lying.
There she is. Look at her. How
Way
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that.
Look at her.
Adorable.
Oh, I thought it was white for some reason.
No.
Look at her.
Look at those long legs.
Oh my God, she's so big. I mean, as far as long, yeah, she's a
Let me
long-
tell you, my shepherd ripped that thing apart in a matter of seconds. So anytime you want to have a dog,
Oh, yeah, right. Nico wouldn't hurt a fly.
Poodles are such great dogs.
Yeah, this lady's like, what's the name of that poodle breeder Tom was talking about?
the only problem with poodles is the intelligence level.
This is me and Julie.
Stupid.
And the pup.
They're dog stupid, you know.
No, they're dog stupid.
That looks a little like Stephanie, doesn't it?
It's an enormous consequence to the country. The Transportation Department is launching a program to repair 15,000.
Yeah,
You got a picture of it standing there. I still don't get a good idea.
No, it is. Let's see. You will. Let's see. It's.
They let the hair on those grow. And, oh wow.
We gotta get
That's
Dima
a Beverly
shoes.
Hills, a fucking Beverly Hills dog. That's her. That's Stephanie's mom.
Damn, she looks good.
I know she's 79.
Oh, right there?
Yeah.
In that picture?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes, she is.
Fuck, man.
No, she is.
You're gonna look like 1 foot in the grave when Stephanie looks 50 still.
I'm trying to find Gracie. I'm trying. Oh, this is Gracie's best friend. How cute. People in LA, they love their fucking animals, man. I can't find it. I had so many pictures. Oh, that's because I'm not in the right folder. But anyway.
Do you remember the name of the breeder?
Yeah, Pooter Valley.
Pooter?
Powder Valley.
Powder.
It's a play on Pooter.
Okay.
Powder Valley Poodles. Powder Valley Poodles. Poodles.
Just prosecute a separate murder with no gun enhancements, no gang enhancements, nothing. But the federal charges of crime and
Why do you think, seriously, and I mean this, why are Democrats soft on crime? Do they think it's humanitarian?
No.
God, why? But it's universal. Democratic cities, crime's up.
Well, that's true. I almost wonder, and I don't know, if they thought, like, if they loosen everything up,
they'll get more votes?
No, well, definitely that'll always come down with any party, but I'd like to think, but I don't know. They were tooling to stop the path from like getting in trouble when you're 16 years old, ending up in juvenile detention, and ending up in some kind of county for a little bit, and pretty soon you're a criminal forever. You can't get a job, you can't get anything. So I think some of them really thought that not prosecuting or dropping charges would actually create a situation where they get a second chance, the shit's not on their record, they can still get a job. But when you get away with stealing, why do you go get a job? I mean, it's so fucking, it's so backwards. What do you think, Talib? You're a Democrat.
I'm an independent, Mark.
Well, I am too, but I mean, you're more liberal than you are conservative. What do you think? Why do you think most, and I'm not talking about the crazy fuckers, like, there's crazy fuckers, like the guy in New York, he doesn't prosecute the guy that ran over all those people and killed him in that parade. They basically let go after he punched a woman in the face a week before. I'm not talking crazy shit like that, but how about the people in L.A. that they can go in and steal anything?
Smash and grabs, absolutely.
Not even violent. The violent shit I have no understanding about. But what do you think, like on the smash and grabs? Why do you think ultimately the DA doesn't prosecute?
I think ultimately they're not prosecuting on these smash and grabs and
shoplifting
type crimes because they just have no place to put violent criminals if they did.
So it's just overcrowded.
Yeah. LA jails are overcrowded. Most jails are overcrowded. And most of the folks that are getting stacked up in there for minor shit are just getting stacked up in there for minor shit. And there is no room or impetus to prosecute serious crime.
I can buy into that.
And then the rhetoric around it is just plain insane. You know?
Well, they should really be straightforward then and say, look, we got to either build new jails or something. We just don't have room.
You want to build new jails, right? Which is a problem. Who's going to build them? They'll be private, and then we'll have more of the same. Inspired jailers trying to get everybody on the planet jailed. Why? Because they get paid.
Shop select mattresses from top brands starting at $159.99.
I mean, we've created this monster, and we don't know how to take the batteries out.
Don't miss out.
I don't think the voting part of it, though, Tom, how many smash and grab people show up at the voting box and go, oh, I'm going to vote for this guy? I just don't think they show up. They got shit to steal on voting day.
Not only do they have shit to steal on voting day, they didn't get a ballot.
Oh, that's probably true in a lot of cases.
They didn't get a ballot.
Might try a new restaurant up there. Black Hawk.
Paul, that's what I was talking about when I was talking about miscreant Leos earlier. You know, they are doing the same thing that most people are doing, polarizing as opposed to trying to find real solutions.
All you need is the appraisal. 303-867-7000. IdealHomeLoans.com. Closing in 3 weeks or less. IdealHomeLoans.com. Afternoons 2 to 4. It's Leland Conway.
I equate extreme polarization with extreme stupidity, people.
That's what you do?
Yes, if you're not looking at a situation in its real picture, you're looking at this edge or that edge, and that's all you see, then you're stupid.
Keep listening to it.
It's permanently closed, son of a bitch. That's the problem with the internet, man. No one informs the internet you close
Then
shop.
down or close.
Yeah, they just don't.
That does look like a nice place, though. I'm just looking at the people.
This is open. This is a Monarch. It's nice, man. It's the nicest hotel in the state, if you ask me.
It's the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Welcome to the show, 303-713-TALK. Don't forget your insurance checkup, especially in light of these fires when a lot of people realize they're not going to have enough money to rebuild. Replacement coverage doesn't always mean enough money to replace. Get your insurances checked out. Make sure you have enough insurance, the right insurance, and you're not overpaying. Compass will do that free of charge. Free insurance checkup, 303-996-9000, 303-996-9000. I got some stuff to talk about you may not believe. Okay, I'm going to give you one. They're experimenting with a new form of pay-per-view. Guess what it's about? Documentaries? No. Sex? No. Pornography? No.
Sports?
No.
Concerts?
No. Mark, if you guessed this, I think I actually would buy you lunch this time. I actually would. Now I'm going to tell you what it is. The company is experimenting with it. And the first one was a smashing success. But now medical professionals are asking, is it truly for science or is it a sideshow? People, you heard it first on the Troubleshooter show. Autopsies.
There was a show on HBO we used to love watching. It was a true show on true autopsies and how the autopsies would lead to solving the crime. It was awesome.
But that was more like a documentary, right? It wasn't all about the autopsy. I mean, this is literally...
It was literally part of the autopsy.
Yeah, but Mark, this is streaming the autopsy.
The actual autopsy.
Yes, streaming the autopsy from beginning to end.
I might check that out.
The doctor walks in and starts slicing up and pulling out organs and dictating.
You know, right before I had nose surgery 2 weeks ago, I looked everywhere online to find exactly a live shot of someone doing it, and I finally found one.
Oh, my God, that's the worst thing you can do.
Well, what do you
when you're having something done. Anyway, this company is called Death Science. And they did it, the first one.
How much were they charging?
In Portland, Oregon. It said the priciest ticket was $500. Excuse me. Some of these are personal audiences. It's not just streaming. This is you can be in the room.
Can you get dinner?
That's where the $500 is, I guess. By the way, the first one they did as an experiment, they never got the dead man's consent nor his family's.
I don't think you need consent.
Exactly. What? Now, why? Dead people have no rights.
Well, of course not. Why would?
Well, Mark, you'd be surprised on how many people think they do. Dead people have no rights.
Have you ever seen an operating room where you can sit up top and actually watch?
The gallery above.
The gallery above?
Mm-hmm.
I had a friend. He was eating junior mints, and one of the junior mints fell into the guy that was cut open.
Mark, they're glass. They don't have an open pit where you look over and can do spitballs, you jerk. They're closed.
That was a Seinfeld episode.
My God. But anyway, that's true medical news, okay? Deputy Doc, I want to just congratulate on this asbestos call. We took a little bit of it before the end of the hour, but God, talk about action. We talk about cutting through the red tape and getting action. Here's a guy who's been watching. He's been watching this go down, these repairs. The management company does a air test and finds asbestos all over the place, and nobody's doing anything. Deputy Doc, do you have any idea why the management company wasn't doing anything? Oh, did he hang up? Deputy Doc?
No,
yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah. Why wasn't the management company doing anything?
I can't tell you because they haven't returned my call.
Okay, now, you got on the ball and you found an environmental scientist with the health department that is on site. I mean, why did you get action right away and he couldn't find any?
No. I had Peter. He got an email from somebody, and I told Peter, just call the guy directly. Oh, listen to this. So he called the guy, left a message, and he said within a few minutes he got back to him, and they're on site now taking care of the issue.
Well, they obviously are hearing about it on the air, and I am so happy. So we'll follow that along. Do you have any other follow-up, Stock?
No, I think, did you get my email about the lady with the parking for her daughter?
That's the one where the apartment house says you have one unassigned parking space, and that would lead me to believe that when all people are parked, there's always going to be enough for everybody there. And
right. So I emailed you.
But it's not that way.
No, I emailed you the portion of the lease that she's referring to, and I emailed you their response. And we need one of our attorneys on Monday to take a look and see how it's being interpreted, because that paragraph is being interpreted one way by the company and a different way by the tenant. So we need a legal opinion on it, and they're both at help@troubleshooter.com. So take a look over the weekend, and let's get an attorney on Monday to give us his opinion.
All right. Thank you very much. According to a national survey, 40% of 18 to 20-some-odd-year-olds want gender-neutral products. 40%. That's not a big percentage, is it? They want gender-neutral products. You know, like the same hair care, skin care, all of that. Gender-neutral.
Who wants that? I missed the first part.
Kids 18 to 20-something, 22, I think. 40% of them. That's not a
deodorant?
Yeah, the same. Well, I don't know. Gender-neutral personal care products.
Like feminine products?
Well, it just said gender-neutral. They were talking about things that would be for both.
Yes.
Now, by the way, something else.
I can't imagine a woman wearing Old Spice.
Death during sex syndrome. It is becoming increased now.
It might be the way to go.
Listen, comprehensive autopsies showed that sex is still relatively safe, but can trigger sudden cardiac death. Now, here's the deal. Where it does, it's done because of arrhythmia or aortic rupture or something with something I don't know how to pronounce, but it looks like something to do with arrhythmia plus the heart spasms, and then the other stuff is just so. One of them is heart disease that you have already. And then one is something called some fibrosis, and then something with the ventricular hypertrophy, whatever that means, or mitral valve prolapse is one of the biggest causes. I have mitral valve prolapse, and that causes sudden death during sex. It says. Now, it can. The percentages are very low. For example, the highest percent is 2. Mitral valve prolapse is 1. Most of them are 0.3, 0.7, 0.2. But what would you think? Now, this is what shocked me. What do you think the average age is? For
48.
Yeah, 38.
Wow, that is shocking.
It is. Why is that? And I'll venture
an average weight.
I'll venture to say this. First of all, they're doing it like bunnies, right? 38. And no, I'm serious about that. I'm not trying to be funny. They're doing it more often, and if they have any of these problems, they're pronounced. Whereas an older guy, maybe, he's not doing it so much. And by the way, 33% of the sudden deaths are women. 30 during sex. You know, no jokes, please. But anyway.
Have you seen those cardio mobiles you hook right up to your phone and you can actually make sure you don't have any arrhythmia or any kind of problems? They're like $100 now on Amazon.
Yeah, I want to give you one. I'm trying to say this politically correct, but there was a joke that went around one time, said he knew his partner was dead because the dishes kept piling up in the kitchen. Oh, God. Forget I said that. Please forget it. Jeremy, what's going on with you?
Hey, Tom. I called you guys a couple weeks ago about CNC disposal, and things have escalated today. And I really
now, what was the first problem you called about with CNC, man? What was the first problem?
So they are leaking oil all over my driveway when they come service.
Oh, yes, I remember that. And I thought, what a dumb problem. I mean, all they have to do is, like, maintain their truck. Didn't you say they have to drive? Oh, don't you have some kind of an easement or something? Or can't they get to it without driving on your driveway, I asked.
Correct. So it's my next-door neighbor's dumpster.
That's what I mean. They're emptying your neighbor. It's not even your service.
Correct, yep.
So why is it that they can't do it without going onto your property?
You'd have to ask them. It's just the way
I don't
they
know,
have
Mark.
the
If I
dumpster
would,
place.
I might go so far as to charge him for cleaning up my driveway in small claims court. Except, don't you have an asphalt driveway though?
Yeah, it's a concrete driveway.
Oh wait,
So,
concrete's
listen,
not
Tom,
asphalt, so it's concrete. So it's actually staining the concrete.
Can you take a picture of all the stains for us?
I did, and I sent it to you guys. It should be on your website. Yep.
Well, we'll look for it. Hold on.
Your car is worth more right now than
I would like to see that, actually. What were you saying about they have to drive over it? I didn't quite understand that.
Yeah, they can't. He says they can't empty it
without going back there to get it.
Is it his?
It's not his. It's his.
It's his neighbor's dumpster.
But they have to drive across over his easement to get to the dumpster.
Right, so he's got to get actual proof it's their truck, though.
Take a picture.
Or video of it dripping.
CoreScans.com, without the E, C-O-R, CoreScans. It can save your life. It's a low-cost diagnostic method for detecting soft plaque, which is a direct indicator of your risk of heart attack and stroke. And for $189, you get to peer inside your cardiovascular system to see it. It's less than 15 minutes, non-invasive, pain-free. You sit in a chair. Don't take your clothes off. I'm serious about this. Now, here's the best news. They have referrals, or you can find referrals to stop, eradicate, reverse this. But first, you find out if you have it for just $189. CoreScans.com, 720-740-2663. Frank Duran, the real estate man, does free market valuations of your home. It'll tell you what he can sell it for based on his 27 years of experience. Now, obviously, an appraisal tells you what it's worth, kind of, but not what it's selling for, not these days. That's why Frank goes the extra mile for that market valuation. Now, you may not want to list. You may want to. You may want to stay, whatever it is. He's not going to pressure you or charge you anything. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, 303-920-1622. All right. We had a guy call today. Had a little scuffle with his neighbor. He needs some advice. Who did we call? Joe Lazzara. Joe is a criminal defense attorney, and sometimes life doesn't go perfectly. You can get into arguments with neighbors, misinterpreted, or maybe make a stupid mistake, or maybe a DUI. You try to calculate, what can I drink, and get away with it. There are all kinds of things you do every day that could get you in trouble, and if you are, you'd be even more foolish to have yourself take care of it. So Joe Lazzara is there. And you can call him for free advice. And then if you hire him, of course, it's flat rate pricing. Joe Lazzara, 303-429-6200.
People have told me about Orchard, and no wonder. It's the new way to sell. For example, Orchard makes you a cash offer for your home.
Do you have AAA, either of you guys?
I used to.
Do you?
I always had it.
Do you have it now?
I think Stephanie has a family plan, yeah.
I'm probably going to start it back up. I love it.
I just think
when I use
all of our cars are covered under that shit. But
yeah, we have that Mercedes, that automatic roadside with Mercedes.
Every Hyundai we have, it's like your daughter's car. That's all covered. First 3 years.
So what happens if she gets in
her car? She just hits that button on her rear view mirror. It's like OnStar, and Hyundai will answer and send out a tow truck. And by the way, if her airbags or anything like that deploy, they'll try to reach her right in the car. That's free for the first 3 years.
What does it cost after that?
I don't know, because I always sell my Hyundais way before that. I don't know. I have no fucking clue. They do the same thing with the app. Like, I can start my car right now, lock it, turn the heater on, turn the heated seats on. I can do everything on the app, free for the first 3 years. And then you pay whatever. That's better than the other companies, though. Like Chevy and those guys, they charge you for OnStar. If you want it right off the bat, they charge you. There's nothing free.
If you've ever ordered food for work, you understand it's different. It's just so much more at stake. Like meeting a client call before.
I put an air tag on Tom, so I'm tracking them.
With the announcement on Tuesday and Product Live
Okay, this is what I did with Panacea. Because I've got guests all next week, I'm scheduling Jamie for a couple of segments between now and the next few weeks, and then I'm scheduling for a whole show by phone in 2 weeks. Okay? And they seem okay with that. To talk about, be interested to hear about that COVID. I didn't include you in the scheduling email, Tom. I figured you'd get enough.
We could talk to Nick.
I emailed Nick and Jamie together, and he's already got back to me. But I'm interested to hear about that COVID defense product they have. See what they got to say about it.
COVID what, babe?
Panacea's put out a new product, COVID defense. Said early studies are showing it helps. Let's see.
Yeah.
Look at that car thief right in Midtown.
You weren't around, but this guy called up to the show to leave, claiming he had this shit you could spray on stuff and never get anything from it. It would kill everything. 99.99.
For 90 days, right?
Yeah, for 90 fucking days. At Tom Hook Line Sinker.
How many people died?
He didn't have it but he's, first of all, to say it shields a surface is kind of cheating because hardly anyone gets sick from the surface.
Well, I think they found out with COVID you don't. It doesn't live on surfaces.
But he was charging companies a lot of money for cleaning up.
Cars. You'd go buy a car and they'd spray it down and charge you $300.
I don't know if it was that guy. In fact, 7 of them got indicted for that.
Yeah.
It's all here, just a short drive away. Visit Broadmoor.com.
See, the Attorney General will take time to go after you for that, but not for ripping fucking consumers off thousands of dollars as a home improvement company.
Even the same guys.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK.
713-8255. RealCBDThatWorks.com. Don't forget, Tom and the promo code, 30% off for any CBD product, including their cosmetics. Jeremy, let's talk now. So you have now, by the way, this note on the call screener says more than you're calling with a follow-up, for example. Did they threaten you?
Yeah, so
did they threaten you? Don't say the word, but did they promise to do something to you? Like F you up?
Yep.
How'd that happen?
So I called today. So they made another mess this week on my driveway. Called them up today, and they said that all their managers were in a meeting. Called back an hour later. They said their managers are all they're in hiring process, trying to hire some people.
Yeah.
I said, look, if you don't put me through to a manager or the owner, I'm gonna have a lawyer contact you guys about this.
Yeah.
So I got through to the owner, and this conversation I had with the owner was just unbelievable.
What was it? Tell me what was wrong with the owner. What did he say?
So first of all, he says, look, we fired a guy over your problem because you didn't take care of it. He says, it's your fault that this guy can't feed his family this weekend. He says, we fired a driver because of your problem. He says, so that's 2 families that are going to go hungry this weekend because of you. And
this guy's laying it on thick, man.
I know.
Yeah, so he says, don't ever effing threaten me with a lawsuit. I'm going to, I don't want to repeat what he said, but yeah, he made some threats to me, and he says he's going to come out here Monday. He says he's personally going to come out here Monday, clean it up. And he says, I'm not going to make you happy. He says, so I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to walk away. He says, I'm going to cancel your neighbor's account. And he's like, and I don't want to.
Okay, well, then you took care of it. You did take care of it.
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
fine.
I mean, Tom, he's going to leave a mess. I mean, they came out.
Small claims court.
Wait, he just said he's going to come clean it up.
You can't get at.
Well, they came out last week. They sent a guy out last week with a pressure washer, and it was ridiculous. I mean, it didn't look any better after he left. So I just kind of shrugged my shoulders. And
I don't know if there is a way to clean it, do you? How bad is it?
Not if you wait that long.
Suze, you said we have photos of that or pics of that?
Jeremy's? I don't have anything for him.
I didn't see anything either.
Jeremy, did you say you sent something?
I did. I sent it in last week.
Just resend it.
Last week or the week before. Okay, I will.
Talib lost it.
Yeah. Okay, so listen. What do you think?
Wait a second. I have them. I'll send them over.
All right. Well,
so, Tom,
what do you think? Do you think there is a way? Do you think there is a way to clean it?
I think at this point it's been so much oil, so long it's seeped in that there's no cleaning it. I don't know if I could paint over it or I don't know. But at this point, no, I don't think there's any cleaning it.
So what do you? I mean, obviously, what's the solution?
Yeah, what do you do?
Yeah, what is the solution?
That's what I'm asking you guys for.
Well, I think it's unreasonable. I think it might be unreasonable to ask for it to be torn out and redone.
Why? If someone scratches your door on your car a lot, they're not going to just paint that. They're going to have to paint the whole damn thing.
Because eventually that's going to fade, okay? Yeah. And I think it's unreasonable to jackhammer out concrete and replace it. And I refuse to believe that that would be a remedy, although, who knows? I mean,
what other remedy is there?
A site allowance. You pick it's a damage, a site allowance. So while it's being healed, while it's being faded.
I'm just trying to think through this. If you have...
It didn't destroy the function.
I'm picturing your house right now. Your driveway's not that big. It's kind of little, but it's all cement. And let's say your house is up for sale, and you have got...
a big blotch.
All of a sudden, after you put it up for sale, you have got freaking oil stains all over this thing compared to all your neighbors. You don't think it's worth tearing out and redoing?
No.
Okay.
I think, though, hold on. In that case, though, if it truly was blotched all over, maybe dyeing the concrete.
Can oil stains be dyed? I don't know anything about that.
I don't know.
I just had a caller say that there's a product called Pull Out that works great on that.
I know there are products. I know there are. Well, but I don't know how deep it is. But it can't be that deep, Mark. It can't be.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would.
Should I just try and clean this myself and call it a loss, or what do you guys think?
Well, then charge them for it.
If there's a professional way to do it, and let's say the stuff costs some, I'd go after him for it.
How big is the driveway, man?
Well, how big is the stained area?
It's maybe 4 or 5 square feet.
Like, okay, so that much. Hold on. So we got a guy here calling in. Dave, what do you say? Dave.
About 4 pounds. Yeah. 4 pounds of kitty litter and Chubby Checkers twist, and you can grind it out. That's the way we did it in the military.
Now, wait a minute. If you put kitty litter down and you start twisting on that thing, well, it's got to be way below the surface by now, no?
That's exactly what we would do in the shop, but you'd have to do it fairly quick.
It'll pull it right up.
Really? Come on, man, really?
You can do it. Yes. Yes.
Why didn't a pressure washer touch it?
Probably made it worse.
Because it's water. It's water.
Some people say...
It's water, and he probably didn't put any... he didn't even probably use Dawn.
Okay. Dawn is enough. I've heard of Dawn. Listen, Jeremy, before I go starting a big deal, I'd look to see. I would look to see if it can be cleaned. Maybe Dawn, maybe kitty litter, maybe this pull-out. I'm looking for pull-out. I can't find anything that's called pull-out. Nope.
As far as the company goes, should I...
Wait, pull it out. There's one called Chomp Pull It Out. What were you going to say, sir?
So as far as the company, should I just cut my losses with them, or should I... They're pretty unreasonable.
Right now, when you say cut your losses, what does that mean? What does it mean?
It means not continue trying to get them to clean their mess up.
Well,
just do it myself.
If they come out on their own and do it, fine. If they this pull it out, man, is talking about subsurface oil. It's talking about going way deep. I mean, it looks pretty impressive. It's called Chomp, CHOMP, Pull It Out Oil Stain Remover. I would try it. I mean, the way they're talking, this really does work. But I'm not saying it does. I'm just telling you what they say. And they're giving live demonstrations here on the YouTube video. It's CHOMP, Pull It Out. And so, I mean, I'm watching this live demo, and it's pretty
Here's a company.
Pretty freaking amazing.
Here's a company in Denver. It's called the Wash Squad, and that's what they do. They get stains out of abused and oil-soaked cement. I have no idea how much they charge, but maybe get a bid from them. You pay them, then you sue them for whatever it costs.
Mark, I'm telling you, this chomp stuff, people are putting on their garage with big, giant oil stains, and they're coming out clean. Anyway, all I said, here's what I think, Jeremy. It's not worth a big fight yet until you know the extent of your damages. And by the way, that goes for any kind of civil unrest. Is Dave a new call, Suze?
Probably not.
Okay, we got more coming right up.
Mark, I like this. Pull it out, man. It's amazing.
It looks good. No heart tool slayer stop.
Here's the pictures. That's pretty bad, man. See it?
Yeah. So what's the the truck is coming backing up to pick that up.
Yep.
And leaving that mess right there.
Actually, probably pulling up because the engine's in the front and it's got them forklifts.
Ah, gotcha. It's a raggedy ass truck.
It's a raggedy ass truck.
And I'd be pissed off if I was that guy with the blue and white house.
That would be too. That's a pretty nice soaked up shit, man.
What did you look at? His driveway?
Yeah, you should have them now.
File in a way that
I
fits
already
you
know what
and
Tom's
get the
gonna say.
refund you deserve. Guaranteed.
Get a new
Tax
driveway.
Pros can help you find thousands worth of new tax credits. Schedule an appointment with one of their tax pros.
And I'll be honest,
learn
to
more
re-pour
at
this would be very low, man.
No, it's
Mile High Estate Planning is now Blake Harris Law. Blake Harris Law can help you with an estate plan. He can help you to find what you need to protect your assets and to protect your heirs and to protect your stuff from lawsuits and from collections. Listen, it's a comprehensive plan. And you may not need all of it. You might just need some of it. Whatever you need, Blake Harris Law can help you with. And the way you find out what you need is to ask him. Those calls are free. 833-ASK-BLAKE. He only charges flat rates for what he does for you. 833-ASK-BLAKE. BlakeHarrisLaw.com. Hey, you can save a life for $189. It could be your own with Core Scans, the carotid artery scan looking for soft plaque. Did you know your carotid artery is a 98% accurate predictor of what's in the rest of your cardiovascular system? And soft plaque leads to heart disease and risk of stroke. The more, the worse. But the good news is, no matter how bad it is, you can stop and eradicate, even reverse it. Corescans.com. You won't find out unless you take a look. And the good news is, it's just $189. 720-740-2663. 740-2663. Corescans.com.
You know, I got an email the other day from a listener that used 888heating.com, and I love two things about it. It was actually also they reviewed it on Google, but what I really loved about the email, they said, oh, these guys were so responsive. They were great before we bought our furnace and after. They were there around afterwards with some questions they had a week later. But I got to be honest with you, the thing that I really liked, they said we got more bang for our buck with 888 Heating than any other bid we got. So they have the great service and they have the great pricing. Just write this number down. I promise it's so easy. You're not going to believe it. 888 Heating. Yeah, that's their phone number. Or guess what? You can check them out on their website. What do you think it is? 888heating.com.
Avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. This Vicom 360 Smart Bed effortlessly adjusts and responds to
Oh, Lord, I don't want to do this.
proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. Don't miss our Weekend special. Save up to $1,000 on Speed Number 360 smart beds. Plus free premium delivery of grab bags and fun beds. For more, go to speednumber.com.
Donnie here with Fitness Gallery. We are loving how thousands of people have found out just how safe and convenient it is to work out in your own home. There's never been a better time to buy. We have everything in the store on sale at pre-inflation pricing. You can save.
What are you guys doing this weekend? Anything good? You got kids, or that was
Kids,
last
kids weekend.
What are you doing? Nothing really.
Yeah, we don't know yet. You're right. We don't have any plans right now.
Use it every day. I use it. My wife uses it. My son uses it. How you guys doing, Rob? 2-time Super Bowl champion, 3-time Pro Bowler, Ring of Famer with different buckets. You got dumbbells, you got fitness equipment, you got treadmill, you got bikes, you got it in stock right now. My original fitness equipment came from a big box store. Filled the space, looked good, but it just wasn't functional. So you know what? Then you do. We have the best warranties and commercial grade equipment made for your home. Visit one of our 6 convenient locations today. FitnessGallery.com.
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage? Well, soon you might be kicking yourself in the head.
It's the biggest no-brainer in the history of Earth and all that.
What's that?
Low rate mortgages.
Oh.
With our no closing costs 30-year fixed loan. That's right. No points, no fees.
That ain't no money either, huh?
A trusted lender for over 20 years. Even if you've
I don't know how that can be, but
What's that?
no fees. Is it in the rate?
Well, of course. It's the biggest no-brainer in the history of Earth. Yeah, it smells in here, doesn't it?
I love it. I got my own.
Yeah, well,
Same
okay.
exact stuff. Shannon doesn't mind it, so I'm golden.
I
So
got
I'll
two.
have the smell in there.
Yeah, in there is fine.
And in the car. And at
Okay,
home.
I'm cooking pizza bowls.
Those were nasty smells.
Were they really nasty?
Oh my God, it didn't smell normal. It smelled something on the highway that smelled, I call it the COVID smell. I said, holy shit, what is that you're cooking in the microwave? It smells like nasty ass COVID. And then we smelled the same thing on the way here. I said, Mark, I'm smelling something. It smells just like that pizza smell. Mark says it smells like sewage to me. So it's just so weird. It's weird to leave.
Is that the way your pizza bowls smell, Mark?
To me. To Mark, it smelled normal.
I didn't
But
like
it
the taste
tasted
of it.
nasty.
It's
That's
the
what's
first time I ever
interesting.
had it.
It was one of those keto, fake
Oh,
sugar,
never mind.
tomato sauce things.
I'm done already. I had a keto waffle this morning. H to the F, no more.
Really?
I can't.
What's your language?
I mean, serious. I buttered the dang thing and put a little syrup on it and cut it, put it in my mouth. It fell apart. I'm like,
What was the base of it? What is it?
I have no idea. Keto.
It's a bake.
Keto just means no carb.
No,
Well,
I can appreciate it.
What would they make a waffle out of that has no carb?
Almond flour stuff would be keto
Stuff that
like.
doesn't stick together. I mean, the waffle has no body.
Can I ask you this? The syrup you put on it, was the syrup keto?
No, man.
Okay, now hold on here. Follow where I'm going. You go out of the way to buy an expensive keto waffle.
Somebody went out of the way to buy an expensive keto waffle.
And then you put maple syrup on it.
Because I'm not on a keto track.
Okay. I think you won't do that again.
The only reason I ate the keto waffle was because my regular
Eggo waffle.
Eggos were gone.
Hi, Tom
Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. So this, we're getting so many calls on what to do for stained concrete. There's one product called Floor Dry. There's another one. There's another company in town called Sparkle Wash. They clean. And then what is Castrol?
That's another
Super
product, but
clean.
apparently, Tom, you don't wash it before it dries, or you wash it before it does dry. Pardon me.
And then Art, you have a comment? Go ahead, Art.
Yeah, yes, I do, and it's something that really works is if you get a propane weed burner and burn the oil out, it'll just burn right out of there and turn back to its
Wait. So what do? You pour it down and light it?
No, you
No,
just
it's
torch weed burner. And you burn.
Okay, I know
Put
what you
your
mean.
flame over the top of the oil and burn it out of there, and Then after you get your driveway all cleared up, tell them to coat the driveway with a concrete sealer, and then no oil could drip through it after that. But if you burn it out, you got to be patient, but it'll come right out of there because oil will burn and it'll disappear.
So it burns. I never thought of that. That's a good point. Well, Jeremy, you're certainly getting a lot of suggestions, that's for sure. Sarah, talk to us about your used car. What's going on?
All right. So my husband and my son bought a car from R&B Cars on Layden Street in Denver on the 22nd of September.
Okay.
Test drive was fine.
That was last year, right? Last year. You told. What did they buy?
Correct.
What did they buy?
2012 Ford Focus.
A 2012 Ford Focus. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So we took.
How many miles on it?
58,000.
Okay.
Not many.
All right.
Okay. So the emission test passed on the 23rd. However, on the 24th, we had problems with his car stalling. The shifting was erratical. The check engine light came on. So on the 30th...
How long after the purchase did all these things start happening?
4 days.
Did you guys take it somewhere to be checked out?
Yes, we did. We took it to my mechanic.
Before you bought it?
No, we did not.
Okay, so you had it checked out after you bought it?
Correct.
Okay, after it started having problems?
Correct.
Okay, go ahead. What did he find?
Okay, so on the 30th, we took it for another emissions test, and it failed. The clutch and actuator... I have notes here.
No, you don't, Sarah, you don't need to tell me your notes. You can just tell me it failed. But what I want to know is this. You bought it on the 22nd.
Yeah. Correct.
You're given a 3-day voucher to get it checked, emissions. And if you got it within the 3 days and it doesn't pass, you could undo the deal.
Okay, well, it did pass, though, before the 3rd day. However, he made us go to get the emissions test within 3 days. Now, we did some background on this car.
Well, hold on, Sarah. So it did pass emissions.
Okay. The first emissions test passed.
Okay.
But the second one, which was done.
Yeah, I know. I understand. Yeah. Why do you think it? Wait. Why did it pass the first time, and not the second time? It did pass for you to get your emissions sticker, right?
It passed the first time, yes. But why did he only give us 3 days to do that and a free voucher?
Because that's
if
the law.
Didn't know.
That's the law.
Okay,
it's because everyone does it. So that doesn't indict him. That doesn't indict him, okay? Everyone does that. Everyone. So that's the law. You get 3 days to do it. If it doesn't pass, then you go back and get him to fix it or undo it. It did pass. I can't answer to you why it didn't pass after 8 days, but it passed after 3 days. I don't know why. I don't know why.
And I missed why they did it again?
Yeah, why did you do it again?
Why did I go in to take it to emission? Because the engine light came on. And if you read the reviews on this business, it's happened over and over and over again.
So you had a passing emissions test, then the engine light came on, and you went and got another emissions test?
Of course I did.
Well,
why
that doesn't even... Why would you? You would bring it to a mechanic to look at it. The reason it failed the second time was because the light was on.
Yeah, that's why it failed, because the light was on. But I want to ask you something. Why do you care if it passed the emission test the second time if you already had your sticker?
Because it failed the second time, and we spent $8,000 on this car, and we brought it back to this dealer, and he only offered us $500, and I know that's legal.
Well, that's ridiculous. I mean, I can't. Here's what I want to do. I want to help you, okay? Here's how I can help you. Finding out what's wrong with the car and getting it fixed as cheaply as possible, because you've already screwed up. You already bought the car, and you don't get to buy the car with as is and now demand a warranty. And you didn't get it checked out before I don't. You've done so many things wrong, Sarah. I'm trying to go back and fix
You know
what you did. I'm trying to fix it.
Sorry, but this is okay.
Yeah.
Well,
so let's just talk facts. Did you buy it as is, or was there a guarantee?
It's as is.
Now, were these problems? Did the dealer hold on? Even though it's as is, did the dealer lie or cheat that you can prove, or cover something up that you can prove?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. What can you prove he did?
Facts.
What?
Okay, we looked up where this car came from, New Mexico, what they used the car for. We actually talked to the person that owned the car. When they sold the car, they sold it to a auction.
Yeah.
And okay.
Sarah,
The
I'm
check engine
asking
light
you.
was- the check
Sarah,
engine light was on
I'm
when they sold
asking.
it.
I'm asking what the dealer did to lie or cover up the problems.
Okay, when I took the car into my mechanic, he said that there's no way that this dealer knew that there weren't these many problems with it. Over $4,000.
In other words, he's saying what your mechanic said is there is no way he could have seen that there weren't problems. He had to have seen problems, right? Anybody could have seen them. That means had you brought your car to the mechanic, they would have seen them before you bought them, right? That's what that means. That he didn't hide anything. He said there's no way you wouldn't have seen those problems. So what you're not making a case for yourself. I know you're thinking I'm sounding like an a-hole. I know that, Sarah. But what I'm really doing, if you examine, is trying to give you true weapons, not BS weapons. That mechanic telling you that the car was so obviously bad that anyone could have seen something was wrong is bad for you because you bought it as is and did not get it checked out. I asked, what did the mechanic do to hide it?
I can't understand why she took it back to the emissions place. That's what blew me away.
What?
And it needs a clutch. It has nothing to do with emissions. It needs a clutch, she said at the beginning. And she's pissed because that's probably a couple grand easy. Do I have a spot or no? No. Okay. I'm grabbing a rubber band.
I got one.
You got two?
I got one.
I want you to tell her, hey.
Discover thousands of dollars in new tax credits and your biggest refund guaranteed with Jackson Hewitt. Schedule an appointment with one of their tax pros to get a head start on your taxes. Go to jackson.com to learn more and find a location near you.
I love talking about medical advancements, and Colorado Pain Care
has the latest and greatest advancements and treatments and modalities when it comes to treating pain. You know, a lot of doctors don't really treat pain. They throw pills at it. Colorado Pain Care gets to the root of pain, and they try to help you with spinal cord stimulators, nerve blocks, site point injections. They have, of course, anything that you need to get you out of immediate pain, and then longer range treatments to keep you out of pain. Look them up, coloradopaincare.com. And if you make an appointment and mention Martino, you get a free stainless water bottle on your first visit. 303-GOT-PAIN. All right. Simply Floors is a place that sells simply floors. Mostly carpets. I mean every price range. And one of the largest LVT suppliers around. They also have, of course, hardwoods. And what you need to do is basically go online and make your own appointment at simplyfloorsinc.com to get the benefit of their low prices, their great design consultants that help you coordinate your project, and the best installers. All at simplyfloorsinc.com. Selling your house can be done with a broker, and you'll get a lot of money maybe. And it'll take a while. Now, some people say, oh, my house sold in hours. No matter what, it takes time to close, the loan approval and all of that. Some people don't want to do that. They just want to sell. They want to get a check in a few days, or they have to. They got to get out of town, or they have some deferred maintenance or whatever. HomeVestors is one of those companies that writes a check on the spot if they like your house. No commissions, no fees, nothing. Just straight up buy your house. 800-44-BUYER. And before you think, hey, I'll never get as much as I want, you don't know. And there's no obligation to try. 800-44-BUYER.
Exergen would like you to know about an important study just released by the FDA. It confirms what the medical community has known all along. Non-contact thermometers are not accurate. The study also reports that they fail to meet FDA requirements for accuracy in labeling. With new strains of COVID on the rise, we can't afford to tolerate the rampant false temperature readings from non-contact thermometers. Accurate temperature measurements are essential. You need Exergen thermometers because they are accurate and backed by over 100 clinical studies. Be sure, be accurate with Exergen. Learn more at Exergen.com.
NeoU is the game-changing fitness app with real-time coaching, daily live workouts with friends, and thousands of on-demand classes like strength, boot camp, yoga, and more. And right now, NeoU has an offer too good to miss. Get a 50% lifetime discount and pay just $3.99 per month when you sign up by January 31st. That's a lifetime 50% discount on your NeoU subscription, plus a 60-day free trial to kickstart your 2022 fitness routine. Get started now at neoufitness.com. That's neoufitness.com.
This is Brent Ivinson with Ideal Home Loans, and we're always looking forward in the new year, and we've got something else for you to look forward to. Increased loan amounts. That's right, you can now borrow more money when buying or refinancing and still access the lowest available interest rate in the market. To find out more, call Ideal Home Loans today, 303-867-7000, or you can apply online at idealhomeloans.com. Equal Opportunity Lender, regulated by DORA, NMLS 136756. For terms and conditions, call 844-45-IDEAL.
Individual rates, coverage offerings, and savings may vary, subject to terms and conditions. Not available in all areas.
If you're a small business owner, listen up. Pi Insurance wants to give you one of those aha moments, the kind that could save you money. Workers' comp is probably one of the biggest costs you face. But did you know that insurance providers have flexibility in setting their prices? That's right. But many don't bother giving small businesses the savings you deserve. Instead, you can get lumped in with other businesses and overcharged. Pi Insurance was created to change that. With Pi, you get a quote tailored specifically to your business, and you could save up to 30% with no hassle and no hidden fees. And with helpful representatives just a call away, it's easy to understand why Pi is rated excellent by customers on Trustpilot. Take 3 minutes to see how much you could save with Pi Insurance. Ask your agent for Pi or go to trypi.com. That's TRYPIE.com.
Your insurance company hired an adjuster. Shouldn't you? As the oldest, largest, and most respected public adjusting firm, Adjusters International stands ready to work with you as your partner in recovery. Our team of private adjusters represents homeowners and business owners, never insurance companies, and our time and resources are dedicated solely to you. So don't stress. Don't wait. Call today at 800-248-3888. That's 800-248-3888. 800-248-3888.
Denver's talk station wants to help you out with your holiday bills.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Every weekday, it's the 12K a day giveaway. 12 chances a day to win $1,000. Just listen at 5 past the hour for the keyword to enter at khow.com. Sponsored by Guy Reese.
Brighten your home and save 10% on Benjamin Moore paint by joining the Guy Reese loyalty program. Stop by a store or go to GUIRYS.com to sign up today. Guy Reese, your neighborhood paint store since 1899.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Listen, Sarah, we may have to continue this. Here's what we're trying to do, just so you don't think I'm giving you a hard time. I'm trying to figure out what we can nab this dealer on, because you bought a car, so obviously bad, but you didn't get it checked, so that's not good for you. But we need to find out how he cheated you. And for example, if he trumped it up to pass emissions somehow, maybe he knows the emission shop, or what other thing can we do? Or would it be even cheaper to just get a full analysis of the car and figure out what it needs? What are your thoughts?
We have gotten a full analysis of the car.
And what does it need?
Okay.
What does it need?
Pulling out to put the car.
How much does it need to make it decent?
$4,000.
Okay, so you'll have a total of $12,000 in it, is what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay, so and it's not worth it, you're saying, because it's obviously it's a 2012 Ford Focus. It's 9 years old, 20,000 miles.
They were brand new. They were cheaper.
Now, but listen, Sarah, the dealer. Here's where you're going to get in trouble. The dealer doesn't owe you another car, nor do they owe you the repair, unless we can show they did something to cheat you. What's the name of the dealer?
Okay, his name is Rafiq.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's get them back on and see if we can find something about the dealer. I'm Tom Martino.
Follow Tom Martino at Real Tom Martino. And stay connected with all of us at 630 KHOW, KHOW.com, and on the iHeartRadio app. Leland Conway is next on Denver's Talk Station.